Yo, what's up, Scrappy? I appreciate you coming in. Thank you for the follow. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Jack and Storm, what is up? Bam, bam. Hope y'all don't mind the music selection. It's going to be a mix of classic rock, older country, and some heavier metal type music. We will be going to the cam screen in just a couple minutes. We'll just give everybody a little bit of time to get in. Gonna give the co-host a shout out.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Thank you for pinning that already, though.
That's what I was working on. Potato.
So, Scrappy, how are your numbers looking for the affiliate grind? Better?
Should be.
Okay.
It was just really loud.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing pretty good. I can't speak for Mercy, but she's right there.
Doing good. Sorry, you caught me just as I'm taking a drink.
Back a little stiff from the job I did at work today, but, you know, that's what happens when you have to take a whole dash apart to do a fucking airbag. Screw it, we're gonna go ahead and pop to the news desk. Everybody see our, well, my ugly mug.
Don't you dare insult me.
Yes, Dragonstorm Scrappy is pushing for that affiliation. He's fairly new to the Discord. He's a great guy to hang out with, though. Anybody got any events or anything coming up? I know it's kind of the wrong time of year for that. I work at a Nissan dealership, so I was working on a 2021 Nissan Rogue. It had a recall for the passenger airbag. And to do the passenger airbag, you have to take a whole dash apart. And warranty pay is 4 hours, which means normal labor time is about 7.5. And I got it done. It was the first one of those I had done, and I got it done in 4.1. So I can't complain too much. Doing good, Scrappy. Doing good. Great to have y'all in here. We will have guests coming on in about 26 minutes ish. Yeah, I was supposed to be doing brakes on a Nissan NV 2500, but they didn't have all the parts there until way too late, and I was already in the middle of that dash job, so that got passed to somebody else, so I lost an hour and a half there, but it's alright. Good song. Avery&Nik, what is up?
Hey,
Not sure who's on the account right now, but we appreciate you.
combination.
Y'all, Avery&Nik are our interviewees tonight. They will be coming on in about 20-ish minutes. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with this interview. Both generally are. Okay. Good to know. I know another streaming couple we know over in Australia. Typically, it's one or the other. Grim, you're dry for once. Well, welcome in, Grim. We appreciate you.
I'm just gonna ignore Grim. Fine.
Hammer86, welcome in. How you doing? How did you find us? Are you coming from Avery&Nik's group? I don't remember what the hell they call their community. Gotcha. Cozies? Okay. Call them the Cozies. Is Hammer one of the Cozies? Well, we appreciate you coming over to support them in the podcast. They hooked you? Hell yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Hmm? There's that ROA bot mower playing Baby Shark. You said unannounced?
Yeah.
That one? Okay.
I don't know.
Alright,
They
guys.
told us to post it, or if they were expecting me to. I don't know, but heads up because it's not next Tuesday, but following.
Okay. Random welcome in. Thank you for the biddies, whoever's playing Baby Shark. It's too small on my screen for me to see who's doing it.
Who do you think it is?
I'm assuming it's Bob.
Uh-huh.
Great to hear, Scrappy. I figured it was Bob. Alright, before we get into anything too in depth here, we're doing good, Random. Hey, Eva Goddess, how's it going? I'm gonna pop to the screen for just a second so we can share this. So, this will be 2 weeks from today.
Yeah.
Is a interview that, no, I'm sorry, not an interview, but it's going to be a podcast that SuperWiki, one of our admins, is going to be involved in from the Discord.
Yeah.
7 p.m. PST, so that's going to be about 10 p.m. Eastern, I think.
Something like that.
Doing good, doing good. That's the way we like it, Avery&Nik. You don't need to know, you just need to come in and have fun with it.
Yeah.
But having freedom, Wiki's going to have to get us the link to that so we can get it all announced properly so people can find the community.
I will get you the link.
So that will be 2 weeks from today. If you're up at that time, we'll get and see what it's all about. Something about discussions revolving masculinity and what it means in today's world. Kind of interested, but exactly, Dragonstorm. Guys, I believe I answered, but I'm doing good. I don't remember if I answered fully or not, so I'll answer again. Alrighty, here. So we'll get back to our normal desk.
Also, lest we not forget, not 2 weeks from today, not the 30th, but the 6th of February, Streamer of the Month nominations end for the month of January. So, if you haven't already, either get your nomination in or react to vote.
You heard it.
I hope they heard it.
So
I don't get much louder than that.
Yeah, you're good. So definitely, if you have a streamer in the community that you want to vote for or recommend to be voted for Streamer of the Month, go put that in. Keep in mind, admins are not in the running for this. So anybody at the table, co-founder, founder, we are not allowed to be in the Streamer of the Month. And this is a way for us to give back to the community. And we want to know who y'all think is deserving of getting it.
Yeah.
And we'll count the votes up on the 6th or one of those days, probably the day after, and we'll get it all put out.
We're counting the votes up on during the 6th before podcast, so we can have it announced by podcast.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
It does. Pretty sure I did not get Evil Goddess. Pretty sure I did not get Random. I know I didn't get Head Reaper. Welcome in, Head Reaper. Think I'm caught up?
Did you get Red Rod?
No, I did not, because she just came in and was not loaded on the stream deck. Wreck Rod, welcome in. Thank you. Hope you're having a great evening.
Hey, yo, Head Reaper.
There we go.
The idea for Streamer of the Month is to have nominations in by midnight of the 6th. For us to have all day to tally them before podcast, and then announce it at podcast. did an unannounced art stream last night as a test to see how it goes. Ooh.
Well, why the hell didn't you at least let me know? I would have liked to been in there. Head Reaper, I'm doing pretty good. And so what was fuck hold on? I saw the hey ad and then I saw fuck hold on. So what happened?
I'm going to assume
Random, I'll have to go back and watch the VOD.
Ad. I was wrong.
Okay. It should have only been like 30 seconds.
I should have had a dark zone.
Actually, you should have gotten pre-rolls. Avery&Nik, but that's why you love him, right? You got that pre-roll? You shouldn't have. I'll have to look into that again. Okay, Random. Okay, nothing wrong with that. I definitely wasn't up at that time, so I wouldn't have been able to catch it anyway. I'll have to check the VOD out later. So, does anybody else have any events or anything coming up that they would like to share with the community before we get rolling on more stuff?
If not, we have more things to bring up.
You said we have more things to bring up?
We do.
Okay.
YouTubes.
Beautiful guys, good catch on the Kakuna. Head Reaper, mine's not supposed to do pre-rolls at all because I have the ad set up to run at set times. But I'll have to double check settings to see if they changed it. So what else do you have to put out, babe?
Oops. The Reaper Central YouTube channel. Sorry.
Okay.
So we finally got this up and running.
That's weird, Head Reaper.
One last thing on my plate now. One last thing. That's all I'm saying. We finally got the Reaper Central YouTube up and running for the podcast. So we have a good portion of the Tuesday Night Podcast VODs uploaded on YouTube, so if you miss any, you can always go back and watch or whatever. They are there. They have to be unlisted, but I will get around to that. Later tonight or tomorrow, we'll figure it out. Sometime this week. Gotcha. Okay, right, Rod. Yeah. Yeah, let's go that route. Oh god. I will post the YouTube link. That's what I was talking about. The YouTube link in the Discord channel or the Discord server and the announcements. That way everybody can get to it. That'll also be our go-to place for when Stream Team comes back. I make no promises on when that's coming back. I don't have an exact date. But I will announce it in there whenever it comes down. Whenever I get done with it. As well as a few other sneaky things coming up. Sneaky. But yeah.
And we are going to be getting Heard to Hear Mercy.
Man, I'm even trying to be louder than normal, man. Yeah.
It shouldn't be hard to hear her because she's peeking the damn mic.
Yes.
Is the music just too loud?
Well, yeah, it kind of is across the room from me.
Yeah, it is. Just so you know, so we can avoid echo, we use that mic sitting right there, and she sits right there. So maybe 5 foot.
Shit, not even.
I'm thinking angle and all to your face.
Not even.
Alright.
Appreciate it, Rick.
She could unmute hers.
But you're gonna get a real bad echo.
But you get a hell of an echo. Because of how small the room is. I do want to look into eventually getting a boom mic and maybe having it hang in between us.
The idea, but
We gotta figure out how to do that to where we won't walk into the sun bitch every time we go to get up.
yeah, because that would piss me off real quick. Oh god.
Here, I'll angle it more towards her, so hopefully it'll...
We might have to put filters on the microphone too at some point. I think we had talked about it and never actually did.
I thought I did put some filters on. I've got noise suppression on there.
Well, yeah.
You want me to turn it off to see if it picks you up better?
No. We'll figure it out one of these days. If you're not having tech issues, are you really streaming?
Turning it to her made it better? And can you still hear me alright?
Yeah, you're loud as hell. Your normal talking voice is me at a higher octave. Come on. Do better. See? RJ's loud.
I'm not even trying to be loud, though.
No, like, this is his normal talking voice, and I'm, like, shouting at him right now.
Okay, well, I'm glad that made it better, turning it towards her. Alright. Yeah, it is closer to me, but my voice also carries a lot more than hers does.
Were you guys able to hear what I had said prior about the YouTube and the upcoming the announcement channel? Or Citizen Cam? No, thank you.
Ouch.
I like being independent on my own. I like having wiggle room, and I can't do that if I have to sit on his side. There's not enough space to be wiggle room.
Yeah, and the room's really not big enough for that.
No.
The only other thing we could do is try to rearrange again and have the desks side by side and put the mic dead between us.
Okay. Missed it. Wonderful. So, we'll try the mic on my table. Yeah, run that cable all the way over here.
I don't think the mic would reach that far, number one. Number two, there's no way in hell either one of us would get up if we had to. Because it would...
Don't. It's fine. It's fine, don't worry, but it's not going to reach number one.
It reaches the midway point.
It does. It's like right in the middle. Yeah, we'll have to put a filter on it and put that gain up a little bit higher.
Well, here, I can do it right now while we're live. Fuck it.
Okay, well, fuck it, we're going. We'll do it live.
Filters. I'm adding a gain.
Should be? Yes. Should be? Oh, God. That made it real loud.
Too loud. Try talking?
Yeah. You put it up to 100%. That was nightmare fuel. No, we couldn't, actually. We tried, but there's not enough space in the room to do that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. Is it a little bit better now? Try talking, babe.
Sorry, I was trying to listen in on the stream since mine's a little bit behind.
Gotcha.
I also keep losing my words mid-sentence, and it's really aggravating me today. I've been doing it all day. Oh, Jesus.
I mean, new setup would be nice, but, money.
Yeah. Imagine if we could get an extra thick desk.
Like a desk that went a little way across for the two of us.
No, like a wider, a deeper desk, because they can fit both of our setup. Since I'm only one monitor and laptop, you'd still have space for the desktop. I'm hearing myself. It's really bugging in my head.
Henry, we're going to see if we can do anything like that. Like I said, the room is pretty small. There's just enough room between desks for us to walk through, and that's about it.
Oh, we'll have to think on it and figure it out.
Yeah, we'll look more into it.
The other issue of that is this big bitch.
I don't know.
Get a mic like HyperX.
Yeah, we're looking into some stuff.
You mean? But that's funny.
Alright.
We might be able to find a solution. It's not going to cost us an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
I never did.
Country, welcome in.
No, country. I giggle all the time, especially when my brain is fried. Yeti has Omni settings. Ooh.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, we'll have to look into some more stuff we can do with it.
Yeah.
And we'll figure things out from there. But what she was saying, for those of you, Mrs. Tony, welcome in. For those of you who could not hear, is we do have a Reaper Central show
YouTube
and Reaper Central Discord YouTube going up next month, I think. Or is it live now?
It's live now. I just have to finish putting the VODs up, which should be today, tomorrow.
Okay.
Later tomorrow.
As of right now, I know most of the Tuesday night VODs are on there. We will be adding other stuff to the outside of just the show VODs. And we're going to get with Mega and Grim to get some of their VODs uploaded from the podcast to there as well. So it's a good community thing. It's not just one side of things.
Right.
So be on the lookout for that link to be posted once all the VODs are enabled for everybody to see.
And that will be posted in the announcements channel in the information center of Reaper Central Discord. Along with a few other sneaky peeky things that are coming up.
Now, Avery and Nick, if y'all want to hop in here and get started, we're more than ready.
They are in tech support. You want me to drag them?
Yeah, go ahead and drag them down.
Okay, I'm dragging.
Hope they're ready.
I hope they are too. Ba-dum. They're deafened.
So, what the hell just happened with this?
Oh.
We'll see what happens.
I'm broken?
It's because they haven't started sharing their thing. There it is.
So, Rekrod, the idea is that we're going to have the VODs for the podcast, both of them, Tuesday and Saturdays, as well as maybe like some guidance videos for non-affiliates, the whole works, stuff like that.
Yeah, there will be somehow to welcome in. How are y'all doing tonight?
Doing real well.
Yeah, really well.
How are you guys?
Doing all right. Can y'all hear them already, or do I need to turn the music down? We'll get an answer in a minute, I'm sure.
Okay.
They are fine? Cool.
Okay, cool.
Alright,
Huzzah.
Welcome in.
He's okay, she's a little low.
Avery's always
Okay, closer.
quiet.
Here we go.
How's that?
There you go.
Perfect.
Alright. Country on the 5 stream streak, I appreciate it. So, this is Avery and Nick. They are a streaming couple. He's just got that deep voice.
I get that a lot.
FMEMT Cooper, welcome in. How you doing, man?
Hello, Cooper.
But I do know that Nick is a fellow Navy veteran, so I want to thank you for your service once again.
Yeah, you too, man.
I appreciate it. And we're gonna have y'all start off by just telling the community.
Head Reaper just relentless right now.
Head Reaper said, see, they're sharing a mic. Take note, you two.
Okay, but full disclosure for the stream, we have 2 separate mic sources.
Yeah, they have 2 separate setups that they came off of, guys. It's not just one setup like this. We just asked them to be a little bit closer today to make it easier on everybody.
This was having us jam in front of one cam and one mic was way easier than trying to figure out how to get our stream into Discord somehow.
Yeah, but if this was
we wound up getting her another mic here.
Yeah.
No, this was just way faster and easier. It's the same effect.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Now, I would like to give y'all a moment just to tell the community who y'all are, how did you get into streaming, and what your stream is about.
Oh, gosh.
Well, you start.
Oh, I see how that went down. Well, you start. There we are. That's our marriage in a nutshell.
Not wrong.
Okay, so she's Avery and I'm Nick. And we are pushing our 10th year of marriage this year. We're really excited about having a decade of actual marriage.
We have 3 wonderful children together, all boys. Are almost 7, one is 8, and the oldest is 20.
He's out on his own. He's got his own thing going, his own place, the bills and whatnot, but we miss him. And the other two obviously are here all the time.
I bet that there's never a dull moment with that many boys around, though.
No.
Oh, we were just saying that before we started talking to you guys. It's kind of wild around here.
There was some heathen style behavior going on right before we got started. I was like, man, this house is a fucking zoo.
For why we started streaming, we spend a lot of our time here with the kids. We have our middle son has special needs, and so we both stay here with him as much as possible. So we weren't getting as much social interaction as we would have desired. So one day I was like, maybe we should stream so we can meet other people that play our games. And here we are.
Can you guys believe it was the more introverted of the two of us who suggested streaming to begin with? Like, this was all her idea.
This is true.
Yeah, it gives you the satisfaction of socializing with being able to say, okay, I'm done, bye, and just hitting a button.
I'm all
you're good.
done now.
That's very true.
I did the same thing to RJ. I'm the one that pushed RJ into streaming. I was like, you don't have enough friends, just stream.
I mean, she's not wrong though. Like, I work a really early morning warehouse job to accommodate being home with the boys all day, and our middle is genuinely a 2-man gig most of the time, and so it's a lot to ask one person to shoulder while the other works a full gig, and so it's a lot to ask both ways. So we've kind of like tiptoed through some of this stuff and established the stream along with like not interfering with my gig that has long-term benefits and whatnot. And even if it is a part-time thing, it's still, we take the hit so that we can be actual parents and be present. And there's initially, she doesn't, we won't go too much into it, but initially there were many trips over and over to the doctors and specialists and this, that, and the other, just a million things. And so it got to the point where it was literally impossible for both of us to work a full-time gig. And now that he's not, he's like homeschooled by us. Everything is us. And so now that that's a thing, I'm here because he's getting bigger and stronger and kind of maybe manhandle the wife occasionally. And we don't want that even from our 8-year-old. So that's the other side of that is it's the social side, because all that stuff I just said, we're locked in the house a lot. And that, Twitch is a nice, awesome social outlet for the both of us.
And we've met a lot of people who have maybe similar circumstances that for whatever reason don't leave their houses very much. And so a lot of close connections been made. Special
needs parents and people whose children have disabilities. Somebody said it the other day in chat. I think we put a quote in our bot, but someone said similar vibes or like vibes attract other like vibes, meaning like similar people tend to find themselves with each other of similar mindsets, burdens, life burdens, struggles, etc. That we all seem to kind of fight each other, even if it is ones and zeros. It's still interesting to see all these people kind of attract similar vibes, like you said, like Boris said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's definitely something that is said a lot in our community as well. We say like minds attract like minds, and you'll always find somebody of like-mindedness with yourself. And y'all don't believe Head Reaper. He's trolling. I don't threaten him to be here all the time, and I don't have any cookies to give him.
I mean, if he's going to troll you that hard, shouldn't you just give him a green sword? I thought that was the moderator, like, #1 gig was to troll the streamer constantly. So I was surprised to not see it. Truth. I was surprised to not see a green sword there is all.
I don't try to give anybody mod without them actively wanting it and being a good fit at the same time. He has not expressed any interest in it, and I don't want to add anything else on his plate because I know he's got a lot going on in his life as well. So
yeah, I think everyone does, though. It's nice to find people that want to have the time to help you on your journey, too.
100%. I mean, if somebody like Head Reaper, who is in here all the time, hangs out and I know would do a good job, gave interest in it, I'd talk with them and see if they still wanted to after I suck at. So that's a no. He doesn't want it. Got
type.
it.
I can't type or spell. That's why moderators are required for me.
I just got
That's why I
Stream
handle
Deck.
social media as well.
Yeah, she does all social media, and then so like she. This is funny. She also is in charge of actually typing the raid target in and pressing the button. Ever since the time we tried to raid Lumen and I spelled the name wrong and we raided it
somebody we didn't know.
offline channel. It was an offline channel, even worse. So from now on, Avery does all the spelling and typing and
Rating.
rating.
Nothing wrong with that.
She's the dictionary for the community.
Mrs. Tony says it sounds like her.
It's true.
I'm pretty sure Mrs. Tony has to do that for her husband all the time as well.
Probably.
Okay, so if you don't mind me asking, you said your middle child is special needs. What type of special needs? Because I know we have some members in the community with similar circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my bad.
So our Joshy has Down syndrome and autism. So he's got a combo.
Okay. That's
And he's nonverbal, but he's made really big gains recently. So he's doing well.
That's always good to hear.
We like to say he will come to this stuff that the rest of us folks find so easily. Like all of us typical people, it was just a second nature to stand up and walk and talk and do all these things. So like he just kind of does things at his own pace, and we're slowly getting like some gains. Like she said, there's been some gains this last year, so we're still really hopeful that there'll be some sort of vocabulary at some point.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
But progress is always good to hear about.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Any progress is always good, especially if they're starting to show more understanding and stuff like that too. Because I know that's one thing that typically is an issue with some of the stuff with autism and whatnot is the understanding of what they're being told. So
Yeah.
I think a lot of the times he understands directly what we'd be saying. Part of me gets the vibe he just doesn't give a shit. Like honestly, there's no other way to put it.
That way.
Like I think that he's just a lot of the time in his own little scope of the world, so to say, and you'll say, "Hey, I want you to stop that," and he'll give you the look like, "No," and he just carries it right on. So like he's got, like she said, he's got still the behaviors of any average 8-year-old, you know.
yeah.
But as far as like the Down syndrome goes, there are a lot of things that can come along with that. They can have a lot of them have heart problems and things like that. And as far as that goes, he's a really healthy guy. So we're really lucky in that aspect.
We have been pretty fortunate in the whole health debacle that a lot of those folks really struggle, like she said, with hearts, and he had some GI issues, some lower GI issues early on, and those were immediately like corrected. The people, oh my gosh, the people that did that. That is still, for the life of me, it blows my whole brain away to think that some dude used his hands to manipulate other things to do this surgery on our kid when he was really young. He was like 48 hours old when this happened. So it was a really quick thing. But he used a machine to operate on the insides, you know, and like I'm a smart person and it still blows me away that someone's able to do that, dude. Like big kudos to all those people at the hospital, because they're definitely in their like duty of calling, right? Like God has put them in place for a reason.
We had a rough start, but the older he gets, I feel like the healthier he gets. He's getting stronger all the time. And a lot of the problems we used to have faded away. So, yeah, all
the major health
news.
Concerns are long gone as far as we're concerned. So we're hopeful that those will stay suppressed as we move forward.
I hope nothing but the best for that. Mr. Tiny says he's a blessing.
There we go. Sorry, I'm tired of seeing my microphone.
Yes, he is.
He sure is. He was laughing all day today. He spent our whole stream just giggling and laughing. Like I would tell him to chill out, but he's in such a great mood.
Yeah, I mean, and the laughter always brings you up anyway, right?
Oh.
Oh, for sure.
Mhm.
It's worth all the struggle when all he needs to do is just smile at me one time, and I'm like, all right, I'm not mad anymore. It'll be all right.
Poor little puppy dog, guys.
Okay. Now, how long have y'all been streaming?
September 5th of last year was our very first live stream.
Just a couple of months.
Okay.
Wow.
Now, were y'all on Twitch before that? Were you like networking and stuff? Like you already had kind of a community built up, or did you just kind of go into it and roll?
We had no community
That's
when we
sort
started.
of like we were on Twitch though, to answer yes. We both had, like, she had her account and I had my account. We
just
watched whatever, you know. We've been lurking since, oh gosh, like I could name off a bunch of 7-day streamers that aren't around anymore and stuff, but we've been lurking amongst the 7-day category for a long time.
And I've spent a lot of time watching other games. I'm sure you have too.
Yeah.
So we have a wide variety of interests.
There's like a general like viewer level knowledge of Twitch prior to us deciding that this is something we were going to try out. So the etiquette stuff, and you see people make like the real crucial errors while you're just a viewer and the streamer gets bent, or they don't, you know, whatever the reaction might be. You've watched enough to go, oh, hey, that's probably something we want to avoid doing now that we've decided to start streaming. I feel like we kind of had certain things that brand new people who just made their account right now today and have never watched a single minute of Twitch. Like, there were just things that we already knew from being watchers, you know.
Right.
It's hard to explain other than knowing better than to log into somebody's stream going, hey, come host me or raid me or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Hosting isn't a thing anymore, unfortunately. I'm
I
still
saw
pissed they got
that.
rid of
Like, it's all rating now, and what
Mhm.
recommended channels.
Yep. Rating and recommended
Rating is
channels.
way cooler, anyways.
I really like the hosting because I had it set up to host specific people when I was offline.
All your buddies. Yeah.
So it was nice because somebody could come into my channel and just check out my content, and they'd be like, "Oh, well, this guy's actually live. Let me go check them out." It's like helping them out, you know.
I feel like a lot of people kind of do that with Discord now. A lot of communities have like a live now bot, or they allow people just to drop a link in there saying, "Hey, I'm about to get started," or whatever. And it also kind of helps people understand that, yeah, I'm, you know, willing to talk about everyone who streams, but I don't know that. I feel like I said, there was just certain things we kind of knew once we got started that we weren't gonna do as viewers ever, is say, oh, rate us, host us, follow us, etc.
Yeah.
Right.
And that kind of basic knowledge is great to get before you get your foot in the door. Because, like you said, a lot of people who just started out, they don't know anything, and they're gonna go in and do it the
Even
wrong
there's
way.
a bajillion guides out there also. Like, I spent weeks reading, and I drove her nuts with, what do you think about this? Oh, what do you think about that? How should we do this, or can we do that? And she just, you know, she's a soldier, man, because when it comes to a lot of this technical stuff, it's all a foreign language, complete, total. She doesn't understand a lot, and she tells me often when certain folks, we get to talking about some of what drives our channel and how we're doing things, and she's just like, yeah, I have no idea what y'all are talking about. I'm just gonna shut up now. And she just sits over there next to me down the desk a bit, looking gorgeous like she always does, but
Certainly have different skill sets.
for sure. I'm a huge nerd. I love computers. There's never enough screens. There's never enough like computer parts. There's never enough flashing lights and cool shit on my desk, man. Like, I can't get enough of it. I've always been that way. And Twitch is so cool. The streamer side of it, I think, has been way more fun for me than watching up to this point. Like, it's been a hurdle though. Like, man, we've had to overcome some serious problems.
Oh yeah.
I think everybody does though when they're starting.
We've still got hurdles to jump.
Oh my God, there's a long list. We have a book. Where's the book? You have it. We have a book of. We're keeping like a notebook, and it used to be smaller.
And then we
But
needed more space.
she got me this one for Christmas, and it has lines in it. I'm very proud of it because I'm better organized when I have lines. But yeah, we have a notebook of like little things we might want to do. If somebody mentions, for example, the other day, someone did exclamation hug in the chat and there was no hug command. And I was like, oh,
Oh, we should have
I
that.
should have that. Someone wants that, right? So I wrote it down and I put it in that night. I don't know. I'm just saying, man, like there's so much to understand, and there's like 50 different ways to do the exact same thing on the screen.
Oh yeah.
We just kind of found a groove and just kept on trucking at this point.
Yeah, as far as the commands go, it will vary based off of what bot you're using for special identifiers and whatnot.
We are using, we use basically for everything, we use the desktop download of Streamlabs chatbot.
Okay.
The reason I went with that one is we wanted a way to allow our viewers to decide who's on the screen via Twitch chat. And there were two options. And this, man, the reading, oh my God, my eyes went crossed too many times. But the options were like StreamerBot and Streamlabs chatbot is what we decided between the two. And when I downloaded StreamerBot to look at it, it was like really daunting. The interface was really kind of overwhelming, and it didn't seem very user friendly. And there was limited documentation as far as like how to, and this is what you need to do. The other side is chatbot had like this really awesome PDF that was made as part of the app, and I was able, with a little bit of connections and knowledge, add some Python to the stream, like some actual scripting. So now chat can do exclamation Avery, and they call like her camera and her game and sounds, etc. And I go away for a little bit, and they can then call me, and then they can bring us both up on the screen, etc. We've added some other things recently too that kind of plays on that scripting, but Python's what makes it all go.
That's interesting.
That's neat.
That's definitely an interesting way of going about it. It's cool. Mercy,
It works really well for us in the application for Twitch integrations with 7 Days to Die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know that y'all play a lot of that. Do y'all play anything else on stream or not yet?
We've dabbled in a couple of different games, but nothing we've stuck with long term. We've played a little bit of Overwatch. We did try Sunken Land. We do have some other games that we are kind of deciding which ones we want to stream next, but for the most part, we do stream mostly 7 Days to Die.
Nothing wrong
Yeah,
with that.
I mean, it's of all the games that we've played together over the years. I mean, you guys kind of have to picture like what you see from us on the stream is generally how we'd be behaving normally if the cameras were off, and that's the one that we've continued to like reconnect and play together often. And when the like, what are we going to stream concept came up, I think it really was kind of a toss up between Overwatch and 7 Days, because those are the ones, right? Those are our go-tos. Those are the ones we find ourselves playing a lot. But as far as like wanting to, and this is going to sound wrong, don't take it out of context, but as far as wanting to be found as a brand new duo on Twitch, like it would be nearly impossible in Overwatch. I think the community is just, it's huge.
It's so heavily
It's toxic.
True.
Yeah, that's kind
So
of like
we-
COD too.
Yeah.
COD's
Game that we
same
like.
situation there.
Oh yeah. I mean, anywhere there's like a competitive style aspect to the game, like League of Legends and Counter-Strike, those kind of things, there's always some real sweaties, really sweaty people, dude, that it's everyone's fault but theirs, even if they're the one that's 1 and 12 for the round. I didn't get healed. Well, bro, I can't heal you when you just run straight to your death every goddamn push,
Yep.
You're not wrong.
Yep.
but we love the game. The game is
too.
solid, man. It's
I like
just
the
the people that
lore.
play it
I
can
like
be kind of assholes.
the heroes. I like the way they talk to each other and interact. I like the abilities and the art style. I
And
like
I mean,
the
come
whole
on,
thing.
everybody knows Blizzard makes a solid game to play.
It's
I
a
mean,
great
they've made
game.
great
It's
games
just
for
the
years.
community is rough.
But like I said, I really feel like a lot of that stems from there's this really heavily competitive side of it, and everybody wants to win, and everyone thinks they're the best. And we go in with the real casual aspect of like, we just want to try really hard and do good and not be terrible at the game. And if we lose, we lose. We want to win, But
That's funny. I call him Leroy Jenkins.
And Nick would cut me off so
There he goes.
I mean, that's how I play 7 Days to Die. I Leroy all of the POIs. I
Come
run
on,
in
Sam.
shooting all the time.
Come back, Leroy. Come back, Leroy.
So, like, okay, let's say, for example, we just figured out how to make the Skyrim Together mod actually work, and we would
Right.
play Skyrim together. She would be the guy sneaking on the hillside with archery, and I would be the guy with, like, the loudest fucking armor and the biggest
The battle
sword.
axe.
Screaming my battle cry through the front door. Yeah, oh yeah,
Similar
dude.
dynamic.
That's right, Hammer Leroy.
It's gotta be a Navy thing, man. It's gotta be a Navy.
Maybe. We do have an ad for those of you who can still hear us. We appreciate you sticking around through it. And, well, I'll say that when the ad's over. I was going to tell chat to make sure if they had any questions to put them in chat so we could get to them and ask y'all their questions as well, but half of them are.
Yeah, that would be cool. Twitch recently made this change, didn't they? Where like everyone has ads now, and they all support that particular channel. It wasn't always like that. I swear to God, it used to only just be like partners and so forth.
Since I started streaming 3 years ago, affiliates have had ads.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had the
I
option
remember
for ads.
You had
Right.
the option to run your own ads
I
or
feel like-
people do their own pre-roll.
But didn't that ads? I don't know. I felt like that for whatever reason, affiliates never got any ad revenue till recently. I felt like that was a new thing when we did our onboarding, and there was that whole section where you can set up like when your ads run and stuff, and how to disable pre-roll and all that. I was like, man, I don't remember anybody discussing having control over the ads,
Well, if I
except
remember
maybe
correctly,
partners.
it's been within the last couple of years that Twitch has really rolled
Really?
out that ad choice sort of stuff where you could choose when and how long you roll it. I think that's been a recent development in the last couple of years.
I really thought that was cool when we were setting all that up, because I'm like, all right, look, no wonder. I remember me that day. I was like, no wonder there's always an ad when we start. Look, it's right here. It's blocked 15 minutes after the stream starts. Who the fuck does that? So like, I tried to adjust that and stuff, but
Welcome in,
15
Drex.
minutes. We're barely just into our first cup of coffee by that time.
Right?
Yeah, and for anybody who wants to check out their content, they are daytime streamers.
Yes.
I don't think they're normally up as late as they are right now, but I could be wrong.
I mean, we're up, but we're not live. We
Right.
usually stop at around 6 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
And then there's like, I kind of have this personal standard of wherever we raid to, I try to stay within that channel like at least an hour so that they know it was real and meaningful, and that I'm a person just like they are,
That's awesome of you. Don't get me wrong, especially on podcast nights, I raid. I'm in there for 5-10 minutes and I've got to go because I got to go to bed for work in the morning.
For sure, I feel that.
We
have
do
some of that
podcasts till 10:30 p.m. Eastern, and I've got to be on the road by 6:45 in the morning at the latest.
Ouch. I feel that. My shift starts usually around 4 a.m. It gets worse during the holidays, but normally 4 a.m. is when I got to be there.
Yeah, so I mean, if I can hang out after a raid, I'd always love to. But there are just some instances where you can't.
For sure, we don't harbor any like ill will or anything. We get it, man. Real life calls. Your ass hurts from sitting in a chair a long time. You're hungry, thirsty, whatever. I mean, people have many reasons why I try really hard to stick around. Sometimes I can't, though. I mean, I feel bad.
A lot of the time, as soon as we're done streaming, I stand up and immediately like start dinner or start getting the kids settled. So It's a little bit more time than me right after the stream. I typically have to de-stream immediately.
And like 90% of the time, like you're able to hear what's going on though
Yeah,
too.
and I can come over. He'll be like, "Hey, come over here and see what we're doing."
That way she's included in whatever conversation might be had. That way, let's say we're all talking. I raid you, RJ, and we're all chatting in your chat box, and a subject matter comes up. That way, tomorrow, if you stop by and re-bring the subject matter, she's been brought to the screen to see it. So even if she's away, we're still like both in the chat box together somehow. It's always getting relayed, or she's there watching. And we sit arms width away here most of the time. Like you guys, actually. I saw you guys are really close in your room there.
We are
Yeah.
really close.
Yeah, if we both reach out, we can touch hands easily.
I mean, 9 times out of 10 when you're getting a dub in Rocket League, we fist bump, so
Yeah.
Mhm.
we're close enough to do that.
We wanted it that way. We had our gaming areas in different sections of the house, and it was odd to like be in voice together and be in the same damn house, like we have to figure this out where we can be together and still do our thing, right? We don't watch a whole lot of TV and stuff. Like this is our outlet, games and our family.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and the fact that y'all figured it out to make it a way that you enjoy, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Evil Gods, they mainly stream 7 Days to Die.
Occasional Overwatch, and then we like to try new things. We tried Sunken Land for.
I liked it. It has a lot of
I
potential.
would go
It's
back
still
to
early,
it, but yeah,
still early development. There's one that's been on my radar for a while.
really into survival games.
Like the defense building. I love the build. I'm bad at it, but I still like it. Like take a game like Satisfactory. She hates that one, but I like it. So we can't do that one, So it's kind of a struggle of what to decide to play too, that we both can tolerate for an 8-hour stream,
Right.
and not be like, oh my god, this sucks. I'm only playing this because she likes it, or vice versa, right?
Fair.
Fair enough.
I'm a little bit limited in what I can play because I get motion sickness sometimes. So like Sunken Land, after about 4 hours, I was like, I can't handle the waves anymore. So yeah, survival.
There's one I've been watching on Steam for a while. It comes out next month. It looks really awesome. It's called
Yes.
Outpost Infinity Siege, and it
Okay.
has. Here, I'll grab a link while we're sitting here talking about it. But from what I can gather, it has aspects of RTS. So, like, think Age of Empires style, God looking down on the battleground kind of God view of what's going on, combined with first-person shooter and base building. It's on Steam here. Can I drop a link in chat?
You will have to DM it to Mercy.
All right, no worries. Here, I'll do that right now.
Because
I see the evil goddess says, I can't ride the train in Fortnite. It makes me nauseous.
And she couldn't ride Gunner in a tank.
Yep, I couldn't sit in the tank.
There you go.
Battlefield.
It's the link right to the Steam store page.
Okay.
But it looks, you can't really tell from a gameplay video that, the creative editing and all that makes shit look way cooler than it is. But there was parts of the second video on there that really raised the eyebrow. And there was a point where the player character was running towards a mob of bad guys to shoot. And he like interacts with his arm in a way and goes into RTS mode and plops like a turret and then jumps inside the turret and starts blasting the enemies with this thing he just crafted. And I'm like, holy shit, dude. I hope the system requirements aren't NASA level, but it looks
good.
really cool. The
does
number
look
of
pretty
bad
good.
guys looks way more in the hundreds than like it's way more than 20 or 30 at a time. It could be in the thousands, the number of targets to shoot at, but it's all PvE from what I can gather too. And our community is not necessarily a bunch of sweaty PvPers. So we're trying to also like get the vibes from like you said, those like vibes that create more like vibes. We're trying to get the vibe from them, what they might like to participate in as well. This one looks really good. I hope and pray that it even is like half as good as the gameplay video.
And just turn out like the one Grim and I were excited for.
Yeah,
But Sunken Land was okay. I enjoyed that one. It was a breath of fresh air to get out of zombie apocalypse for a little while.
We did play a
No.
little bit of Fortnite.
And we did do some Fortnite.
Well,
No build though, because I just know that I'll get outbuilt by everyone.
For
So it's
sure.
not.
yeah,
No.
no build.
I know they said they really like base building and survival, and I was gonna ask, have you guys checked out Grounded?
Yes.
Grounded has an end, doesn't it?
I adore Grounded. I think it's so much fun. And he does not like it.
I was gonna say, it seemed like something Avery
It has
would
an
definitely
end.
like.
It has
That's
an
part of the
end.
fun. There's a goal to get to.
It was like Subnautica. I didn't want to actually leave. I just wanted to stay. And
But now there's another
Yeah,
one.
Subnautica,
what was that? Sorry.
Now there's a sequel to it.
I know.
Oh, yes.
It's all frozen, right? The sequel to
Yes.
Subnautica.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
I've always been keen on open world vibes. Like I live there, kind of, this is my house. I got to take care of it kind of vibes from playing 7 days. But then, man, when you turn integrations on, like all that crap I just said about loving your house and stuff goes right out the door. Because, man, the chat can just be so brutal sometimes. Like you just want to gather 100 nitrate and 100 coal to make like 10 gunpowder so you can make able. Hell no. Nope. Spawn demolition, spawn sausage party, spawn raver girls. Yeah. We have a bunch of custom spawns now, so it makes it really nuts.
Arc would be a blast with Twitch integration.
It would be, but I don't know if it's possible.
There is Twitch integrations for Arc. The newest Arc has Twitch integrations.
Oh, the
Arc
Arc
Ascendant?
Ascended.
Yep. And from what someone told us today, it's all bits only, which makes me
Aw.
sad because that means you can't, like, the TIs for 7 days to run the gamut of regular points, special points, and then bits to do things. And I like it because it's a nice mix of all of them. And so if you can't do bits for whatever reason or don't want to, you still get to participating and slapping the streamers around a little bit with some of those spawns.
Well, Hammer says, "Hey, you gave me things to kill you. I'm going to use them."
I mean, they're
I
a
like
lot
it.
of fun. We have like 6 or 7 customs now. There's just more on the horizon.
Now, do y'all run a server for the community to play with y'all, or do you just do the two of you?
We do. The server we play on for the stream is the same server everyone has access to. We just limit it to subscribers.
Gotcha.
And it's whatever level. It doesn't matter. I know some people have like the different tiers of Twitch subs get access to this or that. It's just everyone for us right now. And
that makes it so much more fun to have
and
people to play with.
anybody gets to play whenever they like. And we pretty much have one rule, and it's please don't run it up to like the day of the blood moon 5 seconds before it starts. Like give us at least an hour of real time to get ourselves sorted for that. But yeah, I mean, generally it's been pretty awesome. That's something we started doing. The moment we could do subscriptions, we already had the server for us, and then we just opened it up to everyone. They just have to put up with us like deciding it's time for a wipe and we want to try this mod. And
yeah,
I mean, server owner rights.
Right?
yeah, but you know, some people spend a lot of hours building stuff, and there's always this level of guilt to go, okay, I'm going to press delete on the server and just roast the 40 hours you spent making that really awesome thing. Generally, people haven't minded so much, but I know in the back of my head it would irk me some if I spent 60 hours building something really cool. Server owner was like, well, want to try Darkness Falls, beep, deleted, you know.
Yeah, but
So we're trying really hard to stay on the same save this time.
and it makes it to where they have to get better at building so they can do it quicker.
Exactly.
Do it faster, damn it.
I've learned how to build pretty quickly.
I mean, we fought a blood moon in the top of a barn today.
Yep, today we had a blood moon coming, and I had about half a day to prepare, so I just busted into a barn and bought in a barn.
Someone filled her base yesterday, or was that today? Is it
Yes, today. It was today.
Yeah, someone filled her base today.
And you know what? It makes me really glad I didn't build on it last night when I thought I was going to.
Today. It's kind of hard to remember because we have a few chat goers that are just really relentless and they love to work over the integrations. And we love them for it. But man, like I said earlier, sometimes there's no no, you're not allowed to breathe even for a moment.
All right. We have
Like
some intense days.
There are some intense days, but it makes for a lot of fun.
It
And
does.
I've meant what I've said over the last couple of months. And we've played many thousands of hours of vanilla before we started streaming it. And Integration's On is the most damn fun we've ever had, man. It's just a whole other kind of game.
Okay, I'm sorry, I got distracted. Is there something moving behind y'all? Like maybe
It's
It's
dog.
the dog. We
Okay.
have yeah, she's really
ghost.
really old. We do not green screen. We use an application for NVIDIA that does it's AI that knocks out the background. But
Gotcha.
I guess you got to have an RTX card. So any RTX card, you can do it.
Yeah, I've got a 3070.
You could do it. It's the NVIDIA Broadcaster Suite, man.
I
It
might have to
also
look
has
into
some
it.
mic options and stuff in there too. I'll get it and send you a link when we're done.
Okay, I appreciate that. Yeah, I was
That's
gonna say it's
another
either a
thing.
dog or a kid trying to pop behind you and get your attention, and I was assuming dog.
She's like 13, and it's funny because she's actually slated this weekend for her end of life stuff. She's lost her ability to stand a lot.
Oh,
She
I'm sorry to hear
falls
that.
often, and yeah, it's this kind of time, just kind of sucks because she's family and has been a really long time.
Oh, I get that.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. It's never an easy thing to do.
Hey, at least we got the option for our animals. Most people don't get the same respect.
I mean,
Had to
yeah.
bring it down.
No.
Hey, they asked what was back
No.
there. The dog
It's the
enjoying her
dog.
last few moments of life, bro.
Nothing wrong with that. We have 2 dogs that run around the house. Most of the streams, you'll see at least one of them in here in the doggy bed. I actually have a puppy cam on my personal streams, so when the dogs are in here, you can see
Nice.
them while they're
We
laying there
love it
rolling
when
game and
people
stuff.
have their
Yes,
animals
I
on the
usually have 3
stream.
dogs,
I
and
love
they've
it
all
so
been
much
tasty.
when people bring their pets on.
Our cats join us all the time on stream.
Yeah, we have three kitties, and the baby, dude, he's always in her lap, like up in her face and stuff, hanging the microphone. It drives me nuts. Yep, we're the animal lovers. We took in 2 stray cats, and then we got this other one from her parents who have too many.
We've got a zoo.
It is a zoo.
I'm not really a big fan of cats personally. I won't get out of my way to have one, but they seem to love me for some reason. I'm definitely a dog guy. We have some goats on the property. We used to have about 15 of them, but we're down to about 5.
Love that. Her dad would love to hear that you have goats.
We had goats when I was growing up.
Yep.
I had rabbits when I first came around.
Yeah, we had rabbits and chickens. Yeah.
There's been a lot of things on the property.
Nice.
My grandmother wants to get a steer to raise up on the property.
Makes for some cheap steaks.
Yeah, the problem would be the fight for my little sisters who live down the driveway.
Because they got a
they'd be
name.
attached.
They get attached.
Yeah.
Yeah, my family are all farmers and mechanics. And
Hey, I'm
so,
a
like,
mechanic.
we go to the family gathering, I'm kind of the black sheep because they really don't know nothing about PCs and stuff. And respect their work, and because, dude,
It's hard
they
work.
put in the hours. They really, really do.
Yeah.
They're just long hours, especially when it's time to do the planning and whatnot.
Oh god, yeah. I actually worked on a farm in high school. I'm an automotive mechanic now. So I guess I
Man, you
One of
got
your family
bloody
members.
knuckles all the time, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Good God.
Knuckles, forearms, wrist. The other
Yep.
day I had to take a grill out of a Nissan Titan and it looked like I was cutting my damn arm.
Today you had a band of just grease right over your eyebrows. I don't know what that was about, but somehow just grease.
My headlight got dirty.
That explains it.
My headlamp got dirty. I didn't realize it.
It's awesome.
It is
Hey
what
man,
it
I
is.
get filthy at my job. The warehouse is always dirty too. It's dirty and cold and wet and snowy in the wintertime. It snows inside the building. It's
Ooh.
always awesome.
I got you, Griff.
So
Wednesday, I hope you're doing well. Once again, guys, if anybody's got questions for our guest or for Mercy and myself, put them in chat, and we will make sure they get answered. Now, I know y'all haven't been on the platform streaming long, but what is some of the biggest mistakes you've seen made on the platform?
Like by us, we could start naming a million by us already.
In general, as a viewer, as a moderator, as streamers, what are some of the biggest mistakes you've seen?
You can go first this time.
Mistakes.
Like cringe moment, like moment where you go, "Oh God, I would have never said that," or "Oh, I would have never done that."
Oh, geez. There have been times when I have completely forgotten, like I've gotten up to do something and gotten involved and forgot that the mic was still on. and sometimes I say off the wall things and then I have to be like, oh no.
That went
So
out. Wow,
I have to have
whoops.
more awareness of my mic.
Or
We've started the stream muted for like fortunately we've been really blessed to have generally someone there right in the beginning all the time and be like, yeah, I can't hear you guys. That's happened a couple times.
I wish.
I've said, oh, let me go to the bathroom. I'm going to step away for a minute and then hit the hotkey that shows my chair instead of the hotkey that shows her chair. So I'm streaming an empty chair while she's talking. I mean, the sources are all still there. People can hear it, but, just dumb bonehead things that you wish that you could do better, I try to remind myself that it's still amateur hour and we're still learning and we always strive to make it better and screw up less, and
There's always ways.
there's a lot of times we screw up and I think we're the only ones that know. But man, there's a lot of facepalm moments. I think we were kind of touching on that though earlier. You said makes mistakes made as a viewer. And I think number one thing I've ever seen is asking people directly, what town are you in? It's all right if you want to mention a state, I think, but when you start talking about this is the town I live
Too
in,
personal.
that's awfully personal.
It also depends
I've
on
seen
how
viewers
close you
ask
are with them.
a streamer where they live, what their town is and stuff. Man, don't do that because it's just going to make it awkward really fast.
Yeah, my typical question for something along that lines is where roughly are you located? Are you West Coast, East Coast? And if you want to get a little bit more specific and give me a state, that's awesome. But
I think when people ask where we're at, we've always just said generally the Midwest, and I think hanging out in a community long enough, you just get an idea of where people are. Sometimes they tell you, and sometimes you just sort it out yourself from paying attention.
Yep.
I don't know why that's so important sometimes, but it does seem to come up. I think people are just looking for oh, we're in the same area. So now we have even more of a connection with each other because I also am from the Midwest and I also understand that particular set of freeways or whatever he was just talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have a viewer that's a truck driver and he drives long haul 10-hour days and he drove through half our community states today, so
True. Drove right by us.
Drove right by us. He was within an hour or so where we're at, but he never asked, hey, I'm gonna come knock on your door or whatever. I think at some point it would be really cool to meet a lot of these folks, but just generally asking somebody what's your town is way too personal. You said, general geographic state is probably plenty for that.
Yeah, the only reason I ask people is so I know what kind of time zone they're in, so I know time differences, Like you saying Midwest,
right.
you're either 1 or 2 hours behind me.
I'm always blown away that there are people from New Zealand and
Australia,
India, Australia. One of our moderators is Australian. And it's just because the lifestyle that she lives and the work that she does, that time that she's up and getting ready for work, she's able to moderate for us before she peels out and does her thing, right? And Twitch is so cool for disappearing the borders of countries and time zones, right? It's not necessarily 9 o'clock our time. It's it's game time, man. You know.
Yeah, 100%. But for some viewers who aren't normally up during that time, they're like, "Oh, I want to go check them out. So what time zone are we looking at to see?" Blah blah blah. You know,
Right.
it's good to be able to give that kind of information. That's why
And
I
the
try to
good
get
thing
a
is
rough
Twitch.
location.
One thing I did learn that was kind of cool to learn was Twitch localizes your schedule information. So for me, when I view every channel on Twitch, it gives me my Eastern time, what time that stream starts. It doesn't show the streamer's local time. It shows my local time on the schedule. And that makes it easier to say, oh, Avery and Nick are on at blah, blah, blah time, my time. Even though it's 10 a.m. for us, it could be 5 p.m. for that person. You know? I think that they've made some really neat changes over these last like 3 or 4 years. We kind of took a break from watching heavily because work and life. But yeah, over the years, man, I've watched Tim the Tap Man and Disrespect when he was still. I love to Disrespect, not necessarily the person, but the production. His stream was awesome, dude. I know you hate him. And I hate him too. Like he's arrogant and
That's
he's
the person
obnoxious. But that was the character and persona he was doing. And if you ever watched the stream itself, the production level was through the ceiling, man. Like it was 10 of 10 green screen, 10 of 10 scenes he would walk into. Like he would walk off one side of his OBS and show up on the other side in a whole other scene that he had built. And the shadowing and everything was spot on. Like it was a 10 of 10 production, man. And I think a lot of people should strive to have a thing that they want to do with their channel that is like a 10 of 10 thing that you're shooting for, man.
Definitely.
It's all technical stuff.
Yeah, I definitely wish I could get more into some of that stuff, but I know my internet can't handle it out here right now, so in the future.
Living in the boondocks has its downfalls.
That's damn right. We're lucky we live
feel
inside
that.
that town. They've been where we live is super rural. It's mostly farmland and stuff, and it has its appeal. It's quiet and laid back. People generally mind their business and stuff, and yeah, but the downside is technology just hasn't quite made it everywhere yet. We're fortunate to be in town and be on a decent connection, but these little telephone companies around here are starting to run fiber on all the back roads. All the country roads have fiber optic internet connection now, which is better than the cable in town. Go figure.
Yeah, we definitely wish we're still on DSL.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah, we don't even have coaxial yet. So our download speed is 15 megabytes.
Upload is key for the streaming. I think that's something that new people don't understand is the difference. They're like, oh, it's great internet. I have 500 down. How much is your upload? A meg and a half? You know?
My upload's
I think that
1 meg. It
there's
also
that
comes
big
down.
struggle that we didn't have to deal with because I was aware of some of that kind of thing early on.
Yeah, being aware of that helps a lot, but if you don't have a lot of upload speed, like myself, I only have 1 megabyte upload. So I had to adjust.
And you're still able to do it, though.
Yes, you gotta be able to go into your OBS and adjust your settings. You gotta drop your bit rate and change other things and drop your output resolution and stuff like that.
We ran into that struggle early because we're sourcing two video streams inside of one OBS. So like there was some hurdle trying to get into that, bringing her game from her PC into OBS so that it could even be part of the live stream. Once we got over that hurdle, that probably was the toughest thing for us early on was how do we do this? And how do we do this without needing to purchase 10 things to make it happen? We were able to do it with a free plugin for OBS, which is even better.
Nice. That's awesome. I was about to say, what did you do? End up using a capture card, but you just said it was a plugin for OBS to capture stuff from.
Yeah, it's called NDI, and really the only requirement, there's a couple of requirements. Both PCs got to run OBS, and one acts as, okay, I'm going to source this, whatever, you can do whatever you want, right? But in the end, on the stream PC, you basically bring it across the local network as raw video. You can, if your LAN can handle it. It's got to be 100 megabits LAN, not connected up to the cloud or the internet at that speed, but just 100 megabits LAN. And it pulls the source off of her PC, brings it across the local network, and allows me to add it as you would like a game capture or media capture or whatever else. And the delay, though it exists, because technically, you know, there's a fraction of a second that it takes to transmit from over there to over here. But you can't discern it. Like we've tested where she stood in front of me and dropped something on her screen, and you know, it's basically instantaneous as far as our little brains are concerned. So again, it was free and generally easy to set up. Well, the hurdle was knowing what the hell it was called and what to look for, right? Like I didn't know what it was called, so there was once I knew with the name, man, it was available right there in the GitHub for OBS.
Yeah, that's also another thing that a lot of people don't think of when it comes to technical issues, is knowing the proper term or proper name for what you're trying to get set up. And it takes some digging and research to figure that out.
We had that struggle with the NDI thing that we're just talking about, like which chatbot to use for our purpose, like what was going to be the thing that worked for us the easiest and was the easiest to understand. And my God, there's all these other things that you can connect in, like Blurp and Pangea and the list just goes on and on of all these things you can put in your stream.
It does, and it all depends on what you want and what you're willing to take the time to set up.
We went with Pangea over Blurp because I'm visual. I like visual things, and there's a lot of visual things there with that application. And you can make your own, which is pretty cool too.
Okay. I use sound alerts for the noises over my stream.
Aside from stuff that makes it up.
Yeah, aside from my mix it up utility, which is kind of like your Streamlabs chatbot.
Right.
It's downloaded. Mix it up is downloaded to my PC, and it runs all my commands and all kinds of stuff.
Does she want to go out, you think? I'll let her out real quick.
Why don't you get the loudest one?
Down! I'm sorry, I'll turn it down further.
No, you're good. At least you shortened it.
I had to make sure the rest of chat was still awake.
Super Sour, what's up?
Yeah, cool.
Yep, it's too cold to stay out there too long.
Too cold to stay out there too long.
Now the AI generate you back in.
Yeah.
It's slowly brings the
but it
microphone back
figures
in.
it out.
Well, I had you pretty quickly, but I was watching the purple speck slowly disappear on your microphone. That was funny.
It has its flaws, but generally, if we're both like, if it's just one person, we use the same AI thing with NVIDIA on both sources. So, like, my PC's getting a workout when we do a stream, man, because I'm gaming plus the bot plus both mics, both cameras, the network source for her game, the NDI thing that we were talking about, multiple browser sources. We're monitoring a few things as far as audio goes because we don't use headsets when we play games. We were talking about that earlier. It's kind of hard to find a mix between the right setting on the mic and negating some of these key clacks and house noise and things like that, and still being able to hear the alert sounds play out of our satellite speakers here on the desk. So that was another hindrance for us as a duo was one person streams, got their headset, man. They get to hear all their own alerts and subscriptions and bit cheers, etc. All the noises and stuff that people play. She was deaf to all of that shit for like the first 2
stuff
months.
Was happening because he would tell me stuff was happening.
Well, kind of wasn't fair to her either, you know, because she had to listen to sort of like cues, I guess. I would say, oh, thanks for that follow, user 123, and she would then respond because I said something. And now with us being able to play the alerts in a way where she can actually hear them when they happen, it's become a lot more natural and fluid and real, which is it's what we're striving for anyway.
Yeah, because she can react in real time without having to get a cue or something from you, and she may even react faster than you sometimes.
She does regularly. She catches, which makes it nice because we are two, and so
what one misses, the other one picks up.
We like to joke and say between the two of us, we make one decent streamer, one okay streamer.
I always make the joke that you and I share a brain cell.
I know you
It just
do.
depends who has the brain cell for the moment.
Oh no, they only have one to spare though.
We share.
She says that because a lot of times we'll both go to say the same thing, and one of us will get it out before the other, and we'll look at the other one and be like, "Really?
Or
I
we're
couldn't say it."
perfectly
Yeah,
in
well,
sync.
that's part of being together a long time. You'd be finishing each other's thoughts and sentences, and
There are times I swear that I must have said something out loud because in my head it went and he responded to it. It's weird.
You're like, "Wait, I said that out loud?"
I have
No, I
telepathy.
just knew what you're thinking.
Sometimes I wonder if you've been with somebody for a while, if you can just read their mind.
Pretty much.
Yeah, we're going on 6 years together right now, so I can definitely get behind that.
Mm-mm.
It just comes with longevity, I think. My parents do that, and they've been together, gosh, working on 50 now.
years,
Yeah.
Wow,
That is dedication.
they've been together 20 years longer than I've been alive. That's amazing.
5 years longer than I've been alive.
Talking.
Talking shit. God damn it, Dragon Storm.
Enigma.
Talking chair. It happens.
Call the
I like to
council.
stream the empty chair a lot. I do that. I hit the wrong button on my keyboard and stream it in the
There are
chair.
people out there with a command that is just for chair stream,
Uh-huh.
and they just
Chair
get up
stream.
and walk away and let the chair be on stream.
For X amount of time, or
Yeah, and
That's my favorite.
people eat it up.
I
People love it.
It's great.
I just don't get it, man. I don't get the sleeping streams either. I have a really hard time understanding
Those are just
So-
weird.
some of what I see on Twitch, but
Well, funny fact is the Just Sleeping was actually a game. There's
I'm
a game
Only
called
Sleeping.
Just Sleeping, or I'm Only Sleeping. I'm sorry.
game?
It's a game, but people are misusing the tag.
Oh.
And they're sleeping.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're like chilling in their bed or whatever, knock the fuck out. Like, what's
Instead of
going
playing
on?
the game, they took it and just went, you know what? Let's take a nap.
Yep.
We have to
much.
remind our chat all the time that there's a platform for certain types of content. And usually Twitch is the one that they're talking about.
Now, have y'all ever thought about adding counters for some of the little things that you do constantly, like putting the wrong chair up, and so your chat can do like exclamation point chair, and it'll just do a
Or
running tally,
dying.
or
We die a lot.
or
You should have a death.
exclamation point Nick death, and it'll count how many times Nick dies versus Avery. And at the end of like 6 months, you compare them, and whoever has lower death wins a prize or something.
So, for example, my stream, we recently put in the giggle counter because
Oh my
I
God.
laughed so damn much that everybody's like, add the giggle counter.
What's it at? 2,000 already?
I love that.
No,
I
I
like
haven't
that.
streamed since I
Great
did it.
idea. We've thought about doing that. We have a couple of commands that will bring, like, if I die, it plays a funny sound, and we'll bring a tombstone. See, I can't talk. We
Tombstone.
also have a command for when we can't talk. We do this stuttering and mincing of words a lot. And so there's this clip of this guy singing strangely, and we have it for 5 seconds, and chat can type exclamation nonsense, and he like takes over the whole screen and sings strangely just for a few seconds. And our bot says, "Oh my God, Nick, learn how to talk." But we could probably incorporate some counters. I just really need to get in the documentation and figure out that aspect of it. I know it's available, but I was more like filling my brain with some of this Python stuff to even make the like you said, exclamation Nick, like that's a thing. It shows just like my game and me on the screen. Like her mic source is still hot on that scene, so she can be heard. But we can getting that working was sort of like the foundation, having that functioning correctly to do a chat command to mess with and call a scene specifically in OBS. Like it opens the door to do a lot of crazy, wild things in the future too.
Yeah, it does. Now, I haven't gotten that deep into stuff, but eventually I'll go more into that kind of stuff. What is the least favorite thing y'all have encountered on Twitch? Like, what is your least favorite thing about the platform for each of you?
Be honest.
Or streaming in general.
Or streaming in general. Doesn't need to be. Could be
I
YouTube.
like the least. No, you go first.
Nope.
There's not a whole lot I dislike about it, to tell you the truth.
I mean,
I think
can
sometimes.
tell you, I can tell you the annoying thing as a new channel was the overwhelming amount of like bot spam trying to sell us things in the chat.
That's true.
I think that occasionally Twitch can be like generally wishy-washy on some of their policies and stuff. And
yeah, they can.
You know, though that really doesn't, their wishy-washiness on those policies don't affect us and what we're trying to accomplish as a duo, but it's still happening, you know, to other folks. And I just don't understand. Like I said a little bit ago, I don't understand some of what I see when I go into these categories. I'm like, how is that on my screen? The very first thing I see, and I'm going to be really frank about it, is some lady with her ass pointed at the camera and a giant wedgie. And like in her stream title is a link to her Pornhub account. And I'm like, how the fuck is this here? Like, how is this? It shouldn't be, but it had like 5,000 viewers, man. You know, so again, wishy-washy on policies, because I know that if I put my ass over here on the couch with a wedgie, somebody's gonna report that stuff immediately, bro.
Not wrong.
Well, yours is.
I'm just saying, I feel like that kind of stuff has no place here at all. I mean, if you're just chatting, then you're just chatting. But if you're gonna be selling your butt cheeks, there's a place for that, man. And it's not Twitch; it's some other place.
Yeah, and the other platforms that are for that, well, are being used for that, aren't supposed to be even brought up on Twitch, and a lot of people don't realize that.
Oh, I know, man. We try not to, but we have to remind people all the time that we're not going to start one of those accounts somewhere.
Yeah, I'm just like, you can say the acronym like OF, but if you say the whole thing out loud, it's technically a bannable offense.
It is good.
Better be careful about saying that again. These
people have that shit in their stream title. You know?
I know, and it's amazing that they bought Moa coming in with the raid. Thank you very much, man. Why did my alert not go off, though?
I don't know. Your shit's broken, okay? What do you want?
If it ain't broke or actively breaking, are you even streaming? That's what we always say when something doesn't work.
Well, at least the chat portion of it's working, but it irritates me that the overlay portion didn't. Thank you, Bot, for the raid. I hope you had a good stream.
Oh.
Yeah, I set up Mercy set up my chat bot to do a welcome in message to anybody who comes in with the raid and all, and I fucking love it.
So thank you for giving credit where it's due.
See that Mercy added that.
Well, you have to teach me how to do some things. We've been discussing how, since I don't understand a lot of it, I need. So I do plan to slowly start putting some knowledge over here.
Well, it's like the audio.
More of the technical stuff, like what button does what hotkey is for what thing. Somebody suggested at some point for a channel point redemption that we would switch chairs for a period of time, and that made her absolutely terrified to sit.
I don't know what buttons they are. He just push one and everything changes and he walks away.
I have 6 hotkeys. All I have as like the person managing the content going on like the live output of OBS, I have 6 hotkeys, and they are F1 through F6. And I don't have anything special to do that. See, you have a deck. I don't have a stream deck.
Those are amazing.
On our wish list of some we'd like to have, but we make it work with 6 different hotkeys and some channel bot stuff.
Yeah, I had some hotkeys set up before this, and I forgot they were set up.
Oh, God.
So then I accidentally hit one day. And it actually ended my stream because it was a hotkey for ending stream.
Oh
no.
I've rolled F4 7 Days to Die so many times because F4 is a hotkey for something on our stream, and I've rolled F4 the game so many times, dude.
But I ended up disabling all those hotkeys because now that I have the Stream Deck, I have all kinds of stuff up in here. Like I got my shadows up on there, my bands, my timeouts, my untimeouts.
I would love to have one of those, man. That's on our list of things we'd like to have. But we recently used a fundage from Twitch to purchase upgrades for our stream, stuff that we could really would make life a little easier around here for us. We bought a you totally see this thing. It's super janky. My mic arm is really janky and it's metal and it's kind of noisy. So we got nice mic arms for our mics that we have. And we bought a couple of like soft lights to put behind where we sit, because on our desk, though it doesn't really look like it, we put a picture of our setup in the Discord, and there's this janky like desk lamp all jerry-rigged behind our screen here, pinned to the wall so it doesn't fall over. Like, we're amateur hour, man, and we tried to be as low budget as we can when we got started, and we've gotten to the point where we feel like some things have come and connected for us, and we've been in a position to subscribe all of our moderators at tier 1 this month. So that's like a real happy thing for us to be able to do that. We feel like that there's 5 of them, and we were able to take care of all of them this month and thank them for always being around and doing the stuff and things, man, helping us out.
And that's also another thing you can do with the Stream Deck is the voice mod.
See, Static wants us to do that.
An alternate thing you can do instead of a Stream Deck, if the Stream Deck's too expensive, because we were looking into it before he got that one, is you can get those individual number pads and hook it up just like a Stream Deck.
You can.
You can hotkey on the individual pad and it wouldn't be as confusing, but you wouldn't have to alter them for.
There's also an application called, I have it right here, it's called Touch Portal Remote that runs on any smart device.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking
and it's similar to a Stream Deck. But again, I mean, like with just the 6 hotkeys, I couldn't just spring for it. You know, we want the big one if we're going to get one, and they're kind of pricey, big Stream Decks.
They are. I actually ended up getting mine in a giveaway, to be honest with you. That's the only reason I have one. I don't remember whose
I would like one
was.
for sure.
But I was in somebody's channel, and they were doing a giveaway, and I've been supporting them for a while, and I just happened to get drawn for the giveaway. And I was like, okay, I'll figure out how it works.
Was it pretty easy to set up and whatnot?
Actually, it is. I did have to go through and figure out some of the more in-depth stuff. Like, I was able to set up folders on it for my OBS, so I can go in and change my scene collection for myself, Mercy to stream from my computer, or the show, because we have a different scene collection for the show. I got a soundboard on it where I can play sounds over stream. And then I also set up the same buttons I have for modding my own channel. I have those set up for a couple of the channels I mod for regularly, to where I can just tap a button on my Stream Deck and do the mod actions in their chat.
Handy.
Which is awesome.
It's pretty cool.
And of course, my unmute's there in my voice changer. And I also set up to where stream, if they want to, they can change my voice.
I was going to say, you've also got it set up to show the temperature of your PC, too.
Yeah, I also
which
have
I think is really cool.
it shows the battery life on my headset, because I do use a headset, and shows me the CPU temperature. So I can make sure I'm not running too hot or anything like that and having issues.
We ran into like too much data going across the USBs for our motherboard because I have too much things plugged in.
Oh,
yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, I bought. This was recommended by one of our community members, and it's a PCI connection.
Yeah, but my only problem with that is they're all USB 3.0, and not everything I have is supported by 3.0.
We are looking at like segregating out the things that'll work with the PCI card and things that have to stay on the MOBO.
Yeah.
But I don't know, though. You know how it is. You do something one day and you have a great live stream and nothing has gone wrong, and you turn your PC off and you do your thing for work or life or whatever, and come back and turn it on the next day and click live, and shit is not working at all. Nothing.
Yep.
And we were just this problem cropped up out of nowhere. So we have the part in hand to fix it if it happens again. So, could be just a bad slot on my PC too, you know.
It could be. Or
A lot of stuff plugged in back there these days.
yeah, I think every USB on my PC is taken up right now.
I'm with some.
I think we have one open one on my rig has one.
Don't know if I'd even try to put something else on there.
Not at this point. At this point, like anything else that we would add to the stream beyond like a nicer desk to sit. I mean, we have stuff that we'd like to add for our setup and whatnot, but I think the big thing moving forward be like a proper computer to handle all things streaming, right? Like it does OBS, it does all the bot stuff, it does everything but play the video game. That's the real goal, is to set it aside and have its own rig, you know, streaming computer or whatever you want to call it. But you know, that's a way down the road.
I mean, at that point, you'd be running 3 PCs to do a stream, though, correct?
Yeah, I mean, because you got 2 different game sources.
That would definitely be interesting to get set up properly.
That definitely is going to require some capture carding, I think, at that point. It's going to be a lot of data to shove across the network.
Yeah. And hope that it doesn't lag you down in your game at that point.
Right, because you still have your bandwidth going out to communicate with the game server and whatnot, so you don't want that to be full with data from video.
Yeah.
And slowing all the kids down, you know, because generally Joshy's home with us all day, every day, and he has, because of his disabilities, he's got like 6 movies that he likes to watch, and those are the ones. So he's got to watch them. I can't explain it. He's got to watch them, and so they don't have to be in order, but there's certain ones that got to play all the time. And if the internet is not happening, he doesn't have access to his stuff. So there's a fine balance of all the tech, you know.
Yeah. Have you ever tried getting onto a more simple game with him and just playing a game with him at some point? I'm just curious.
He doesn't really hold his attention
Okay.
to things very long. No, I don't. Even if we tried, like we bought a Switch for the youngest, and he won't even look at it. So
He's not interested.
just not interested. He likes the things that he likes. He's kind of like a really old man. He's really stuck in his ways. You know, he's really stubborn and stuck in his ways.
There's nothing wrong with that. I was just curious because
I'm just saying, like, he gets a good analogy. He's really, really, really stubborn, and he likes the things that he likes. It's hard to get him to try.
He eats the
anything
same
new.
breakfast every day. It's the same lunch those days. Just he's particular about things.
Yeah, very particular about these sorts of things.
well,
Can't blame him.
at least it makes it predictable.
A lot of the time, yeah, you know at least what he wants for lunch and dinner and stuff. That's usually not a problem. It's usually having him to understand that the plate is all gone and we're not making you another round of dinner, even though you say you want more. Because he has some limited sign language. He'll be able to say, I'm still wanting some food, want something to drink. He'll say please every once in a while. So there is like some level of communication. We're working on it, like we said at the start of this. It's all foundation and progress, and we've gotten a lot more progress this last couple of years than we ever have.
So you did say you're East Coast, so it's about 9:10 for you, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now, if we're keeping you too long, just let us know.
Oh yeah.
We do not require our guests to stay on until the end of our stream. We're never going to make somebody do that. But as long as you're willing to stay here and hang out and talk, we'll have you.
Well, I've got to get, at some point, got to get wound down. My alarm is set at 3:30 in the morning, and like you said, it's 9 here. This is the time of day where like the littles are usually running around the room here and having a great time, and I'm trying to wind down and telling everybody be quiet, and Daddy's getting upset because the house is still loud.
Sounds
But
about
yeah,
right.
I mean, it's one thing. It's one thing that I've kind of learned over the years. Just I sleep less, get like 5 or 6 hours, and I'm usually pretty set for the day.
Okay. Well, like I said, you let us know whenever you're ready for that to happen, and we will definitely thank you once again, and let y'all go, and we'll go about our day as well.
Yeah, what do you say we get ready to peel out here in next 10 minutes or so, and that'll still give me plenty of time to my thing for
Okay,
us to be dad, mom still for the boys for a little while.
fair enough. Okay, well, with that in mind, is there any bits of information or advice you would like to give to any new streamers? Because we do have a few non-affiliates in our troubles in our community. So, advice and whatnot that y'all have that you would like to share with anybody new. Welcome in,
Be
Conflict.
yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I would say be yourself. I feel like streaming would get really exhausting if you were trying to play a character all day long. So I'd be myself.
Yeah, or pretending or telling blown out of proportion stories or exaggerating
Trying to
things.
keep up with things that you've said you've done, or just be
Yeah, I mean, you
yourself.
almost have to keep like a list of your silly stories and whatnot if you're playing a game pretending. It's exhausting to even think about like all of the little details you would have to keep track of. Just be you, and if you're loud and you're vulgar, then be loud and vulgar. Like most people don't mind the language. I mean, that if they don't mind it, dude, they're gonna leave, and they're gonna go somewhere else, and just be yourself. And I think, like we were talking earlier, keep in mind that like the vibes that you're putting out are gonna attract similar vibes. And if you're raging constantly, what's up, conflicts?
Hi,
There's a
conflicts.
chat goer that likes to beat the shit out of us with our integrations. But I think being yourself and remembering that whatever vibe you're putting out on the interwebs is probably the vibe you're going to bring into your Discord and your voice chats. So if you're cracking mama jokes and telling people to go F their mom and telling ladies to get in the kitchen every time you hear a lady's voice in a voice chat, then those are the kind of people that are going to come into your Twitch chat. And those are the kind of people that you're going to find in your Discord. And if that isn't the vibe that you're looking for, then don't put that out on your stream, because that's what's going to happen. That the vibe that you output is going to be the vibe you find in your Discord, man. And you're going to be like, wow, why am I surrounded by assholes? Well, you're being an asshole on your stream. And so that's why you're surrounded by assholes. I don't know. We just want to be us. And, I think that's probably really solid advice, babe, is just being yourself. And like we said earlier, what people see on the stream is how we be goofing around here at the house. There's just a camera on.
Yeah.
We're lucky that we got it like that with each other, where we can take little cheap shots here and there, and the other knows that, oh, it's just a cheap shot. I'm not going to get pissed and hold a grudge, and in fact, I'm going to take cheap shot back, right? And I think that also goes along with being in a relationship and knowing each other's limits of bullshit that they're tolerating from one another too. But yeah, we try to put that out as much as we can, just that we're normal folks and we like to smile and laugh and be silly, and we're an adult oriented stream, but that doesn't mean that our stream is in the sewer, like being filthy and vulgar all the time. It happens, but it's not the root of all of our content.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of adult humor every now and then is great, but to have it constantly is just overbearing,
Like she said, that just be you. If that's you, then be ready for what shows up in your Discord and what shows up in your Twitch chat. It's going to be a nightmare to moderate one day.
And in your private messages.
Oh my God. We've been really lucky. Like, we share access to all of the account infos. And so she can look through all the Discord DMs, and we've never to this point had like a problem with weird DMs outside of the, hey, we want to sell you art for your channel and your follows and all that kind of crap.
Yeah.
I hate that a lot.
One thing I did not hear you mention though, and you should probably look into it, is Serybot. SERY_bot.
Oh yeah, we're definitely using that one.
Okay. Yeah,
And Clip It Bot.
Okay. Yeah, the
That one's
Serybot
really good.
is great for the spamming message bots and bot raids and stuff like that. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah.
Also going into Twitch's moderation settings and setting like the verification to, it seems like if you're really concerned about that sort of thing, you can make chatters be required to have a phone number verified account, which means they're a serious viewer.
Yeah, you can,
But
but
I
it
think
will
that
also drive some
recommended
people
is
away.
like some chat has that option
Yeah.
or is required.
Yeah, I think mine's some chatters for a couple things, and then all for a couple other
Verified
things.
email, at least, the very
Yeah.
minimum.
Yeah, the email is one of the things that is definitely on there because you have to have an email to make the account. Well, just verify your email with Twitch. That's not that hard.
Also, I think mentioning viewer numbers, like it's one thing. I never see them on any of my screens that I operate the stream from. I have no access to the viewer information. How many people are in there? None of that. I don't know. She knows because it's on one of her screens, but I prefer not to know. Early on, it's important, I think, that you discuss that if people are discussing it in your chat because it's giving you and your chatters something to talk about early and get to know each other. But everybody wants to worry about like the hump of the number 3. And our worry was more of the, oh my God, what are we going to do with all of these people chat? Like, how do we individualize each person and ensure that we're maintaining like personal level type connection to everyone around us? It's really important thing
Yeah,
for the two of us.
it is a very big and very, very big thing of importance for most streamers. Because if you're able to actually interact with them on a more personal level like that, they feel more welcome. They're going to come back. You're going to build an actual connection.
Yeah.
Agreed. I think also like connecting with people based, like for us, we're instantly connected, you and I, because we're both Navy veterans.
Yes, sir.
I feel like this instant connection with any veteran at all, always. And it's never going to not be like that, right? It's always like that. So that helps. You know, maybe this person, if you're new, maybe you like Legos. Maybe you should build Legos on your stream. You're going to find other folks that are grown-ups that like Legos too. It's totally okay, by the way, to do these kind of things, you know. But I'm just saying, like, I think, like she said, just being yourself is really, really important. Like, just being you, man. Let people see you make mistakes. Let people hear you butcher their Twitch username into the ground.
All the time.
He's so bad about it.
She's a literate one. She's only messed up like one username this whole time, I think.
I had to learn not to tone myself down. Just allow the things to come naturally as I think them. So
Which can be rather terrifying sometimes.
I do things during the stream. I like make up songs, and that's what I would be doing all the time anyway. So
Yeah.
I just continue to be myself on stream.
Yeah, and
It's genuine. I think it's genuine, and people would see right through you otherwise if you tried otherwise.
Yeah. Her comment earlier about, I'd get up and I forget that it was hot mic. I'd say something off the wall. I'm like, well, that just makes for better content in my head.
People like to clip those moments too.
It's true. They will live in infamy.
For sure. Or you get quoted. You get quoted saying things like, oh man, we've got some doozies. I'd have to pull open the bot and it takes too damn long for it though. We've got some doozy quotes already.
Unintentional innuendos and shit.
Just general off the wall stuff. Twitch has been such an interesting thing for us to be part of as a live stream. It just never has been a dull moment since we started.
And as long as you're having fun, then why stop?
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, it's been a blast. I kind of, at this point, I don't know how you feel, but I kind of, at this point, would be like without an appendage or naked in some way without this time that we do the stream. Like, we'd just be sitting here like, what the fuck are we supposed to do now? You know? it just feels weird to not do it. Even we set aside our weekends on Saturday and Sunday, even though it feels like a good time that we should be live. But those are mommy and daddy time. That's time for us and the boys, and for us to remember that we're an actual family and that our kids should see more of us than like the back parts of our heads and stuff.
Fair enough. Yeah, and I tell that, well, the community tells that to a lot of people, is make sure you schedule time for your real life around Twitch.
Yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Like, I know we've had some members in the past come to us and they're like, hey, I'm having this issue with my family because I'm on Twitch too much. And we're like, well, make time for your
Well,
family.
the easy fix to that is get the hell off of Twitch too much.
Yeah.
Fair.
Make time for your family and then slowly work your way back into Twitch and get a schedule going that helps you bounce the two of them so both sides are happy.
Mm.
There's got to be a fine line. I think we dance it all the time. Every
Yeah.
day we find that something's always pulling us away, and there's just a fine line. We want to make it happen, and I think with this, just like this channel, with anything else, is you have this vision in your mind, and you just keep telling yourself that we're going to do it. We're going to make it happen. We'll work through everything. We've been able so far to do most of these hurdles. We fell down a few times, but as long as we're getting back up, it's okay.
We do want to thank y'all for making the time to do this tonight.
Yes.
It has
Our
been
pleasure.
a blast.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having us.
100%. But we are going a little over your 10-minute timer for your bed, so I don't want to keep you too long.
It's all right. We appreciate
I know you
bunch
said
of
you
old
had-
fogies around here. We got to go to bed at like 9:30 and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, if Mercy had the option, she'd be in bed at like 8 o'clock every night.
You're not wrong. Why you getting
Oh
me
no! I'd just be watching TV and crashing out. That's what I'd be doing. We love you, Conflicts.
Much
Even though
love.
you're our biggest abuser, we still love you, bro.
Hey, I mean, you do the same to him, right? Or her? I don't know which one it
He
is.
doesn't play 7 Days to Die as often as I would like, because I would like the opportunity to kick his ass a little more often. But yeah, he does. We're waiting
We're
patiently.
keeping a tally sheet.
Mhm. There's a tally sheet. It keeps the global kills. It keeps a record. And he's definitely on the leaderboard with the most.
Oh my god.
That's kind of crazy, but that's awesome.
I like the tally sheet. Start
It
doing
is.
people.
We've met so many awesome people. It's just been a real blessing. It truly has.
Well, that's awesome. That's, like y'all said, one of the reasons you started streaming was to be able to get out there and socialize more. And
And
looks
here
like
we
y'all having
are.
a
It's
blast
just
with it.
socializing every day for 8 hours. Like, it's just, like I said, man, blessed. The chat never stops moving. And when we're done at the end of the day, I'm like, I just can't believe that this is a thing. And like, we just don't want it to be messed up. We try real hard to not mess it up, man.
And that's all you gotta do.
I married my best friend.
Same.
That's the best way to go about it. I mean, hell, if you weren't best friends, then you'd have a lot more issues.
Truth.
Been there,
Dude.
done that.
For
You
real.
don't have any
She'd
other
probably
friends to
slap
be
the
best
shit out
friends
of
with.
me if we weren't buddies.
You don't have enough friends to have anybody else as best friends, so I'm not worried.
Hey.
He's like,
Yeah,
what are you
there's the
guys
cat.
doing? You never sit like this.
The cat's like, why are y'all still on the computer?
He's like, what are you doing? He's giving us a look like, what are you guys doing? Y'all never sit like this.
I do know cats are creatures of habit, so when something's going on different, they don't care for it.
Yeah.
Especially this one. He's our homicidal lunatic.
It's me, it's cat form.
God.
Well, guys, it has been really awesome. This has been really cool. We should do this again in the future.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can definitely try to get something slotted in the future to do it again.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Thanks a
was
ton.
blast.
Thank
Thank
you
y'all
for
for
making
coming
time for
in.
us.
Y'all have a great rest of your night, and Nick, get some sleep.
Yeah.
I got to get up early, so we'll see some folks tomorrow, I'm sure. Thanks again, guys. Big
Bye.
love.
No problem.
Good night.
Later, y'all. Yeah, I gotta fix this. Boom. I'm not sure if y'all can still hear, but don't forget to leave the VC if you don't mind. Once again, guys, that was Avery and Nick.
We still got him pinned at the top, too.
Yeah, I'm just going to do another shout out. Great streaming couple. If you like 7 days, you're definitely going to enjoy them. It's going to be a lot of fun for you.
I like the content.
I haven't looked into. Of course. I know Mercy was looking forward to that one for a while. We were both bummed out that we had to reschedule last week due to the weather.
Perky Mother Nature.
God damn it, I'm out of Pokeballs.
I'll buy some. Sometimes IRL does get in the way, especially when it comes to weather.
Yeah. Especially when you live in the boonies.
No kidding. God, a strong wind takes us out.
So, anybody in chat don't have any topics they want to talk about? Anything Twitch related, Discord related, and upcoming events you have going on? If not, then we will possibly open up the VC for people to come in and hang out and us just bullshit around for a little bit till the end of the stream. 9.9? Why not a 10? Where's my extra 0.1?
It wasn't good enough. Make it better.
We lost those signs. Why? Because you didn't use them enough? Yes, Avery and Nick will be on tomorrow. Avery and Nick, what time do you go live tomorrow for your schedule?
That is a good question because I don't remember now.
I know I'm normally at work already whenever they go live, so.
I don't remember. What is tomorrow? Hold on, what day is tomorrow?
Tomorrow is Wednesday.
Oh God. Thank you. Holy crap. Oh God. I've done lost days. I don't know what day I'm in anymore.
It's podcast night. It's Tuesday.
You could have convinced me it was the second Tuesday of the week and I'd have believed you. Alright?
No, I can't do this 2 days a week. Yes, Wednesday. I said your name, but not as your name. I hope everything's going good for you. I appreciate you being in here tonight. And Mega, if you're still lurking around, I did see you. I just didn't want to interrupt our guest earlier. I did respond to you in chat. Anybody in the community interested in popping in the VC and just hanging out with us for a little bit? What you Googling over there? Okay. Shit, did all three of us catch up to Lawson?
It looks like it.
I think everybody that tried caught the Blossom. Let's go. Conflicts, that's where you need the 10 out of 10 signs, when everybody catches the Pokemon. Okay, this song's too slow. Damn, nice job. Third total or third tonight? Total? Nice. How long have you been playing the... Yeah, Goddess has been catching just about everyone tonight. Conflicts, how long have you been playing the Pokemon community game? I'm slowly crawling up there. Nice! I'm only at 12% of the damn Pokemon.
That's what I'm at.
Exclamation point Pokedex.
I'm working on it. I don't remember the damn code for it. Jouch. Meh.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Bell Awesome, I think, was second gen? Maybe third? I think it's... No, I'm thinking of Rosalita.
Yeah, you are.
Fuck was Bell Awesome?
Bellossom's the weird little green one with the petal skirt. You need me to pull it up on Google?
Yeah, funny you bring it up. Because I still haven't been here.
Love
Okay.
Bellossom.
Is that the one that evolves into the one I was thinking of then?
I don't know which one you were thinking of.
But, I got you with the
Which one are you thinking
original
of?
150. That's all from my childhood.
Because Bellossom is Pokédex entry 182. And it's final evolution.
Oh,
Yeah.
then
Yeah. Bellossom is final.
I don't fucking know what I was thinking of.
Thinking of blue? Oddish blue?
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
It's the fucking green one with a dress made out of leaves with roses as hands.
Rosalia?
Sure. Define rare finds, Dragonstorm, because these are from when I was a kid. So what was rare back then might not be rare now.
Sunshine, you mean this one?
Yep.
Rosalia.
I mean, I got a couple holographics. I think I have a Suicune somewhere in here. I got a holographic Zapdos. No, speaking of, it's right there. I mean, you say OG classic sets, but all my cards are pretty much classics at this point. Do these have a year? Yeah, so 1995, 96, 98. Damn, these cards are old as shit.
Like you! I couldn't even stop myself.
They're good.
I see your little tiptoes.
I'm
I'll hold the binder up.
trying to keep binder level. See, that one was from 2003.
Did I even call him Neo?
Mrs. Tiny, really? You're going to team up with her? Oh, you know what? I got something that some of the older people will remember. And
No.
who remembers when Burger King was giving out cards?
Oh my god damn it. You bitch.
Yeah, yeah. I know, right? Let's see here. I got. Oh,
Hello.
I forgot I had a holographic Ninetales from them.
You are fucking something. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, I got like 5 or 6 pages of the Burger King cards. And that I don't even remember when these came out. But I really love these.
Wait a minute. Are those what I think they are?
The little square ones that have all the forms of the evolution on it. Uh-huh. 95, 96, 98.
I don't remember
99.
where those came from, but I remember them vividly for some reason.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't know how well it works in the camera, but yeah.
to answer your question,
Pogs?
Evil Goddess, 6 years in April.
I didn't see that question, my bad.
How long have we been together?
Yeah.
6 years in April.
Yep.
We started sharing the brain cell after year 2.
Yes, remember that the gold cards used to come in the goddamn Pokeballs. I was supposed to have like 3 of them. And then my stepfather decided to sell them instead of giving them to me.
You know, I had one of those.
I had a golden Pikachu.
Same.
And a Charizard.
I had Pikachu because each one of us kids got one. So little dude had one, and then both the older siblings had one as well. So all 4 of us kids had one. And we all had a different character inside, and mine was Pikachu. Little dude had Charizard.
Thinking about Pogs. God damn it.
Oh no.
Nice, Dragonstorm. Nice.
Hey, do you still have your... Wait, were you the Yu-Gi-Oh kid?
Yes, I still have Yu-Gi-Oh cards somewhere.
Okay, I thought so. Where?
They're just thrown in a Ziploc bag in one of the
Yeah.
totes underneath the bed.
Yeah, no, I know. I want a binder for those damn things. I loved Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay. We'll get a binder and take some of the sleeves. I think there's like 10 sleeves in there that aren't used.
And then we'll have to pick up some more sleeves at some point. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Am I the only one? But like OG Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, that was the shit.
You realize that was a little later than me, right?
I'm aware. You know, I give a fuck. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Shit.
You got Mrs. Dining laughing. But yeah, the old school cards are the best.
The other one that came out after that I was super hyped and I collected for so fucking long. Bakugan.
I used to have some of those.
The magnetized look. Oh god, they're so cool.
Oh, I won't be crying. It won't hurt. Don't worry. She shit talks me just as much as I shit talk her.
Oh yeah.
She may not do it as much on camera, but
Big ass. Actually, I think I still have one at the house. The big ass Bakugan. Oh my god, I'm
the
sorry.
one you can go goddamn bowling with.
Not quite bowling, but like it was like the size of my head. It was pretty solid.
If you can't shit talk with your significant other, are you even gonna make it?
Tie your iron to the kneecaps. Just take out those knees. They can't go anywhere. I'm kidding.
Then I can't work and get money for you either.
I learned from my mother. What can I say? Tie your iron to the kneecaps.
Oh man.
Damn it. What were the... Okay. Now you've got me on an old school cartoons kick. The one about the mechanical animals that used to battle. You don't remember those?
Maybe vaguely?
Hold on.
When you started talking old school cartoons, my head's going to fucking Thundercats and shit.
No, that's not what I was looking for. Robot? Maybe they were considered robots?
And of course Digimon was back then.
It wasn't a tradition. Okay, what was it called?
And conflicts, I love it. Now, just out of curiosity, are you spelling it that way intentionally because you don't want to cuss? Or are you spelling it that way because that's the way you normally say it?
That is definitely not what I was looking for.
Avery, go home, G never say this. Depends on the day. The reason I was asking is because only people... Zoids?
Fucking Zoids, that's what it was called.
Okay.
God, that took way too long to find.
The only people I have heard say it like that in real life were from UK or Australia, somewhere like that.
Mm.
So I was going to ask if you were UK or across the pond from us somewhere.
Do you remember Zoids?
I recognize the name. Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
we're the coolest fucking thing. Way back in the day. Coolest damn thing.
Sent Scorch in chat.
Nice.
I don't have any great rolls left, damn it.
I mean, I guess I need to up the Pokédex.
Yeah, usually the Brits are also usually I haven't mingled way too much with them through the years between Service and Destiny.
It's so
1, 2,
fucking
okay.
crazy. Stop burping. Jesus.
Okay.
Ridiculous.
Oh yeah, you said you were an army vet. Duh. You're in the States somewhere. I'm sorry, my brain just went on that.
What's new? What's your Scooby-Doo? There's something mysterious. Stop. Fucking hell.
And like I said in response to you earlier, thank you, Conflicts, for your service. Once again, we got about 47 minutes-ish left of stream. Anybody want to hop in and hang out with us or do an impromptu interview for the last bit of it?
I mean, you don't have to do it. You can just come hang out. We can talk about stupid shit.
Yeah, either
Regular
way.
Shit. I don't care. Oh my god, I was looking. I'm so dumb.
Yeah, we got the Scented Sports Conflicts. Let's go.
Rude.
Winning. It's your Monday, okay. Them are rookie numbers. Oh god. Goddess, what is up with you and hitting hydrate as soon as I put the can down from taking a drink? Cheers.
I don't know why she does it, but I'm here for it.
It's like every time, as soon as I set the can down, hydrate pops up. Damn it. Okay. I don't mind it. You weren't paying attention? Yeah, right. I think you're timing it. No, they put the can up to his mouth. Let me wait 2 seconds. Click. What else are you looking at over there? Or you don't know yet?
I don't know. I was thinking of something, and then you asked me a question, and it's whoosh, all gone. Empty thoughts. No thoughts. Head empty. That, yep.
Fair enough. So, I know this question is probably going to piss a lot of people off.
Mhm.
But how many people thought that Digimon could have been bigger than Pokemon if it was marketed better?
Digimon was pretty fucking good. I like Digimon a lot. I like that Digimon's still a thing. It's still around.
Yeah.
Digimon's good shit.
Good
What are-
song, though.
What are some failed franchises?
Digimon show was epic. Right?
It was. What are some failed franchises that had great potential but were poorly marketed that you can think of?
Now you're making me try to actually think.
Because, like, to me, Beyblades could have been fucking hype
Yeah.
if it had been done right.
I used to have
Beyblade
Beyblades.
was so good.
I used to have Beyblades.
And then they just really lackluster on the marketing.
I used to take the top off and put a couple coins in them to make them heavier. They'd win battles easier.
I put rocks in them. We were thinking the same. I would take, like, small little rocks and just stack it full of fucking rocks. We
I
really
mean, granted, I
did.
think Yu-Gi-Oh could have gone a lot further than it did.
It should have gone a lot further.
Nice. Used to Family Battle? Hell yeah.
Honest to God, a fan franchise that really should have gone a lot further, and I think had it been around nowadays, it would have gone further. Honest to God, has to be Zoids.
Zoids would have been
It would have been
phenomenal in
phenomenal.
today's market.
Number one, even back then, the CGI was terrific. Like the
Well, not only that, but their
visuals.
actual figures that you could buy were way ahead of their time.
They were.
I mean, you had a completely mechanical, shape-shifting beast that could also fire plastic bullets. I mean,
See, I just like the little mini ones you carry with you because they were nice and flexible and squishy.
but
Not
we're not
squishy.
even talking about cats. But
Zoids
welcome back.
edition. I miss Zoids.
Every nigger is like, we have 3. And Goddess says we have 2. I mean,
Your sisters have 1.
yeah. But Bob, you have a dog instead of a cat. Or are you afraid of getting a cat and Grim coming over and shitting in this litter box?
Okay. I need to get him at some point.
What? Okay.
Grim for tomorrow.
You share the same litter box? That's disturbing.
What the fuck? Therapy.
Been there,
Why?
done that. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, Bob, I think if the cat walked in and saw you and Grim sharing a litter box, the cat would die of a heart attack.
Well, since I've got Grim in chat. Hey, Grim.
Stop. From Avery&Nik.
Grim, are we still on for tomorrow? It's old now. I just drop it under his pillow like 2.
Wow. Grim, Mercy was starting to ask you if everything was still a go for tomorrow.
Nope, he got it. He got the. He got the message. I can't with you guys. I can't.
Bob, what the fuck?
I wish I had bleach for my eyes that wouldn't blind me.
At this point, I think I'd rather go blind.
You know, I'm kind of getting there. But then gaming becomes a little more difficult.
Yep, oh well.
Anime becomes harder to watch without subtitles.
You mean without being dubbed?
I was getting at without being able to read the subtitles.
Ah.
Guess I could have worded it better.
Wow, Grim. Wow. I don't know why you want to eat pea-flavored sprinkle treats.
I sometimes question why we're friends with people like this. Then I remember. They're sometimes funny and halfway normal.
Yeah, no, you're way overestimating on the halfway.
Yeah. It's like a solid 2% funny.
I was starting to come about the normal side of things, but okay.
Well, okie doke, Greg.
Good attempt, Goddess. Good attempt.
I'm gonna just call it people that's not funny at all. Shit.
Grim, thanks for being in here to mod, bud.
Appreciate you.
Everybody tries, you Goddess. Everybody tries. That's what they're there for.
I keep forgetting to breathe.
But they are difficult to get me.
I'm glad I don't hear them on my
Bob, at least you spelled it right. You're going back to the bathroom. But I appreciate you having us tabbed up, man.
Nothing, just
He's got the duty call. Anything important? Hold on here with the. I appreciate the alert conflict. Mm-hmm. Some of the ways he phrases shit.
Fucking 10 out of 10.
Ay, ay, ay. I'm guessing Grim has to get his happy ass to bed because he's actually got to go into work tomorrow. What temperature is it outside? Because it's supposed to be like fucking
20 degrees.
Huh?
20 degrees. According to my computer, it's 20 degrees outside.
bullshit.
According to my computer right now, it is 20 degrees outside.
It better not be no goddamn 20 degrees
Would
already.
you like to know why it said 20 degrees outside?
Set up for Michigan?
No! My computer keeps registering that I'm in fucking Washington.
The fuck?
It just auto. Oh, we have a flood warning. It's 46, but we have a flood warning.
Let me guess. A river flood warning?
Probably.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like 27 or 26 when I get up to go into work tomorrow morning. And being in the south, that means people don't know how to drive because they're going to think there's ice and there's not, and that's going to be a fucking hassle.
Grim says yes, he has to work tomorrow.
Super Sour Punch, how you doing tonight, man?
Dude, I was looking into the flood warning.
You've got us. You want to hop in the VC with us and just hang out for a little bit? Goes for Conflict, Super Sour, or anybody in chat.
Driving safety is very poor. It's 9:53 at night. Who the fuck is driving anywhere? It's not telling me river flooding, just flooding.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because we don't have enough rain coming down for flooding.
Yeah.
Nope.
Lake Michigan evaporates as temperatures plunge.
The fuck?
Hey, okay, so I put you onto something last night, and you weren't particularly interested at the time. I don't know if anybody else knows this, but Jeremy Renner, the actor from the Avengers that plays Hawkeye, the Archer. I don't know if anybody else knows this, but he has a music career.
How do you spell his name? I'll see if there's any on Pandora from him.
Jeremy. And then
M-E-Y or M-Y?
M-E-Y. Wait. Hold the fuck up. Got me second guess myself. Okay, it's M-Y, and then it's...
Alright, and then E-R?
Yeah. Oh, shit! So I've been listening to a lot of Main Attraction, or Just My Type. Both are pretty fire.
Well, let's see what it's like.
I think he's got some decent quality music. For being such a small artist. I know he's known for acting, but not so much his music. But all written by him. No, like, ghostwriter or anything. I'm pretty impressed.
You listening to it through stream? Dragonstorm, that was like 5 minutes ago. Where were you? Get it, man.
He's got a recent one he wrote that's more of like a country rock, called Wait. But he wrote it for his daughter, which I think is really, really sweet.
Love is a War.
It's a good one.
Heaven Don't Have a Name.
I haven't listened to that one yet.
Never in.
I literally found this out last night. And I've been listening to like 5 or 6 songs on repeat since.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 on 2 albums. I don't know if these 6 are included on those 2 albums. All good, man. I appreciate you being here. I was giving you shit because I can. Wait. You said the song Wait, right? The song Wait?
Yeah. That's his newest one. It's got a country rock vibe to it. It's not like full country, but
Let's see what it's all about. What you gaming on, Dragon Store?
I forgot he played in the 2013 Hansel and Gretel movie.
Tomb Raider? Nice.
He played an angel?
And what? You said he played an angel?
No, he played Angel, the spinoff of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh.
I don't know who.
He's definitely got a wide range of vocals, doesn't he?
He does. Like, Wait compared to what was the one I was listening to? It's just my type. She's a Fire was the one I was listening to earlier. Comparing that to Wait, completely different, but both very well done. I like finding artists that you don't realize are actually musicians.
Okay, you know what? We're going to do this. We're going to do this.
What are we going to do? We're in a black screen?
Shouldn't be.
Oh, I've got your OBS on my end now.
It shouldn't have my OBS. It should be the fucking other monitor.
Oh, I've got a black screen in your OBS.
There we go. I was gonna see if there's anybody on that we should highlight in the last little bit. We're gonna show off Foxcry for a minute. I think it's actually. I think that's him. Yeah. So we got Foxcry up on screen. We're gonna do a little bit of supporting while we're streaming, see how it runs.
Demonologist.
He is playing Demonologist. His title is Scary Game Night with the Crew.
I looked over and saw the map and knew exactly who it was, or what game it was. I have some of the oddest game collectors, and that's one of them.
I know y'all can't see Mercy and I right now.
It's okay.
But yeah, tis what it is at this point. Hold on, didn't I set something up over here for that?
Mm-mm.
I thought I had. That's fine. We will add that in. I'll just make that a little smaller.
I did not realize that was a thing you could do.
What?
So when you go into a stream, if you put m.twitch.tv, it takes you to mobile.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason that didn't connect in my head. But I just copied a link and it was m.twitch, took me to mobile on my desktop.
There we go. Now we're all on screen. This tab is a little bit quiet for me though, so turn them up a little bit.
I'm having a really hard time getting my eyes to focus.
I'm sorry. Who do you have up over there?
I'm an affiliate from the Discord.
Oh, which one? We'll pull them up instead.
Do you have your Discord pulled up?
I can't pull it up without.
Maybe that's not fun.
What the fuck did you do?
Nothing. I literally just clicked off of this screen onto this one and it freaked the fuck out.
Interesting.
That's the first time it's ever happened. Dislike. You don't have your stream up. No, but you have Twitch up.
I don't have Twitch up. Oh yeah, I do. I went stupid.
Obviously. That was a lot of dumb there. There. Computer to mobile.
There we go. What the hell? It's not letting your camera stay on. There it is. Okay. Nope.
It's okay.
No, it's not. There. Okay. Your camera keeps going in and out. The fuck?
I couldn't answer why. be here in spirit, guys.
Alright, guys. So we're actually going to be showing off a non-affiliate in the Discord. Okay. Or my mix-up just said fuck me and it's not going to shout him out. Beautiful. Boom. There's the link. Your camera is just spazzing the fuck out.
I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's... I don't know, fucking broken? What do you want me to say? I got nothing, my guy. Got nothing.
Okay, it's working. Nope, not gone. So I gotta do that. I have to be hovered over the Discord on my taskbar
That's weird.
for it to show your camera. Because as soon as I move off of it, the camera goes away.
Huh. Very odd.
Very, very odd.
Maybe because it's technically not on screen at that point?
Maybe. We're doing a non-affiliate watch party. Let's go. Looks like he's playing solos in Fortnite.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Good song, though. No. Nope, not doing that today. Sorry, I'm deleting that message. If you want to come in and actually chat, we can chat, but we're not doing that. You're not gonna come. I'm sorry, but you're not gonna come in and your first thing is asking me to get you follows. That's not the way things work, man. That's extremely rude. I do appreciate you coming into the stream. If you want to talk and hang out and get to know each other and go from there, awesome.
It's just poor manners.
I understand that. I really do, but at the same time, you gotta realize you just came into somebody else's community begging for follows. You wouldn't like if I came into your community begging you to do something for my channel. Double digit? Very true, Avery&Nik. Mega, I see you. I'll let you know right now, Electric Empire, most streamers would have immediately banned you for that. Just giving you a fair warning so you don't get upset because somebody else bans you because you come in and do that. I do play Fortnite from time to time, but not often. I actually had it completely uninstalled. And I just recently reinstalled it for a buddy of mine that asked me to play with him. The community I'm a part of runs their own clans, and I'm happy to stick with them. I appreciate the offer. Thank you for the follow. Right now, we are actually showing off a non-affiliate from our community to help try to get him some more views and stuff to help him get to that affiliation.
Hi, pretty girl. You're so cute. No. Are you sleepy, babes? Are you sleepy, girl? Hmm. You're so freaking cute. You're so cute. And then you.
There, if you're talking about GiggleBugMercy who's on the screen, that's my better half, and also my co-host for this podcast. He came in after our interview was over, so we're now helping support members of the community while we're going till our normal cutoff time. And let me make it very clear, when you clicked on my stream, I know very well you had to click that you were over the age of 18. If you're not over the age of 18, I will have to ask you to leave. Your nose is cold, Nico. Especially in the armpit, you weirdo.
His nose is always cold. I don't get it. Even when he's got it buried in the pillows.
He just rubbed his nose and his slobbery mouth all over my goddamn armpit like a weirdo.
Come here, handsome. Yeah,
And Nico is my dog, for those of you who don't know.
Bubba. That's called a chip.
Yeah, he's being needy, wanting pets.
Oh my
Need a
god.
raptor gift.
Break my arm. Don't put your full weight on my fucking arm.
So there's my old pup. He's 8 years old and going on 9, right? He'll be 9 in June, I think. And that's Charlie, who... Well, yeah. There we go. That's Charlie, who yesterday turned 2 years old.
She did.
Yeah. And then they both said fuck us and left.
As always. They got what they wanted and dipped. They're precious little potatoes. They're a pain in the ass.
They are. They like to think they can take over the bed even when we're both on it.
Or even when there's only one of us on it. They have a strange love for taking over your side of the bed, sleeping on your pillow, and then forcing me off of mine. Slowly. It's a slow, gradual, like hour-long process of them just shoving me over.
Slow enough that you don't really realize it till it's too late.
Uh-huh. And then I'm on the edge of the bed and I'm like, how do you have 7/8 of the fucking bed?
Babe, you mind checking to see if we got anybody from Stream Team on live?
Mm-hmm.
Was that the last one? Okay. Then you know what? I think what we're going to do is we're going to ask everybody to refresh your tabs. And we are going to raid into this non-affiliate to try to make their night even better. And I think everybody could be down for that. So anybody who is lurking in the shadows, please refresh. We're going to send everybody over to this non-affiliate to help try to push those numbers up.
Refresh after you get over there as well. To
Yes.
count people like
100%.
you.
We greatly appreciate everybody being here and hanging out tonight. It was a lot of fun. Avery and Nick, if you're hanging around, thank you for the interview again. It was a
It was
blast.
so much fun.
But we're going to go ahead and send everybody over to Flame of the Flame. And we're going to make them lose their shit a little bit. Y'all have a great night. I will be live again Thursday. Tomorrow afternoon, about 3 p.m. Eastern, ROA Mr. Grimm is supposed to be having a stream with his son and GiggleBugMercy playing Goat Sim.
As long as everything goes according to plan.
But we'll catch y'all later.